In unity we stand, scream for metal!
Metal! Ja, schau mal. Where are we? That's nice, that's nice. Live on air. Ah, er hat immer noch sein, Frankie hat immer noch sein, sag schon, Public Enemy. Seinen neuen Anhänger. Apropos, hello. Hallo zusammen.
Public Enemy, genau.
Wir freuen uns, euch zu sehen. Ich freue mich auch, dich zu sehen, Frankie.
Ja, natürlich. Hallo,
Oh, toll.
Mega.
Und jetzt schaut euch mal das an. Wir sind hier in Las Vegas, haben wir jetzt so eine Show. so eine Pseudo-Metal-Elvis-Show. Eine Show pro Tag, 19 Uhr. Ne? Wir sind also ich bin ja jetzt hier im Hotel. Ich habe hier alles aufgehangen, damit es so aussieht, als ob ich im Studio wäre. Aber es muss ja Geld reinkommen, ne? Wir können ja nicht von Scream for Metal leben.
The Black and White Tigers.
Das ist doch geil, oder? Grüße gehen raus an, apropos, Grüße gehen raus an die Rock Cinderellas, falls ihr das sehen solltet. Das sind, Frankie, klär mich auf, das sind zwei Mädels, die
Zwei
so,
Schwestern.
Die so Kutten, genau. Unser Gast kommt gerade just in time. Ja, zwei Schwestern, die so irgendwie Klamotten von euch updaten auf ein Rock-Upgrade. Also
genau,
check it out, Rock Cinderellas heißen die.
Jacken, Westen und so weiter machen uns ja alles.
Cool, ne? Ja. Ich freue mich schon, dass in live mit dir Ende Mai auf dem Rock and Lock Festival mit Fighter 5, Pretty Mates und so weiter.
31.05. in echt, in Natura, wir beide.
24.05.
24.05. stimmt ja.
Ja,
genau.
hast dich vertan.
31. ist ja richtig.
Ja, genau.
Richtig.
Ja, wir begrüßen euch im Chat natürlich. Schön, dass ihr hierher gefunden habt in den crazy Facebook Chat. It's very complicated, I know. Also, Explanation. Wir haben natürlich schon ein paar Mal mit Julian gesprochen und die letzten Male zweimal. War es natürlich auf unserem YouTube-Kanal, der ist entfernt worden aus Copyright Reasons, weil wir sind ja so Punks. Wir spielen halt Videos und wir haben halt 2 Strikes bekommen und beim 3. Strike wird man entfernt. So, we have a new YouTube channel. Das Problem ist, wir können nicht live Musik zeigen auf YouTube. Wir können es aber auf Facebook machen. Deshalb haben wir uns entschlossen, freitags 19 Uhr sind wir immer live auf Facebook und die Aufzeichnung davon von heute gibt es morgen am Samstagabend auf YouTube, auf unserem neuen Kanal. Und als Premiere gibt es dort auch einen Live-Chat. Also wenn wir da nochmal quatschen wollen, morgen Abend sind wir auf jeden Fall dann nochmal auf YouTube zu finden. Und es wäre
Also
natürlich.
du, ich bin unterwegs.
Ja. Viel Spaß bei New Roses. Das ist der neue Kanal, Scream for Metal Show heißt der. Ich wäre natürlich super geil, wenn ihr den abonnieren würdet, kurz, solange unser Guest Julian noch nicht da ist. Please subscribe to our new YouTube channel. I post a link in the comments. This would be very nice. We have a new YouTube channel. We almost had 1,000 subscribers and they canceled our channel because we are so punk that they didn't like it. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Today will be very exciting, but also a little bit stressful because I think I will. Ja, die Lache. Genau, du hast recht. Sherilyn, grüß dich. Frankie is known for his laugh. You're right.
Jetzt sehe ich ihn wieder.
Oh, die Jacken sind mega geil, Jungs. Yeah. And our guest is here, and you know what? We make it differently because we are very spontaneous. So, Julian, you can hear us? Give me a thumb up.
Yes.
We can't hear you, but you can hear us. Okay. We only can hear you if we put you in the stream. So, we do it differently this time. Danke fürs Kompliment. Ich bin auch sehr happy. Ich hoffe, ich komme damit auch mal raus aus meiner Wohnung mit der Jacke, weil sonst bringt's alles nichts. Okay.
Das wird schon geschehen.
Wir machen es heute mal anders.
Als dir lieb ist. Mehr als dir lieb sein wird.
Ja, es stimmt. Mehr als mir lieb sein wird. Auf dem LV Bang natürlich auch. Da müsst ihr auch hinkommen im Juli.
Ja.
Das geile Festival. Also ich habe schon gesehen, zum Beispiel unsere Flex-Hex. Du bist ja auch im Chat. Ne? Du wirst ja auch da sein. Und Eva wird da sein. Genau.
Eberhard.
Hello. Das wird schön, euch zu sehen. Ich glaube, der Ralf kommt
mega.
auch. Ne?
Mo kommt auch.
Mariola, yeah, okay, that's no problem. I will talk German, English all the time. I will switch. It will be very stressful. I will be so done afterwards, like in 2 languages. But you know, it's a challenge. I like it.
Wir können ja
Danke auch für dein Kompliment.
Wir können ja den Julian gleich reinholen.
Ja, warte kurz, keine Hektik, Frankie. Ganz cool, ganz cool. Er läuft uns nicht weg. Er will ja auch hier sein. Alles cool. Erstmal alle begrüßen. Alright, we say hello to everyone here. It will be extremely training for me as well because I have to switch from German to English all the time. So, in case you want to ask Julian a lot of things, we cannot guarantee that we see all the comments, of course, because we have to talk to him, or we want to talk to him, and at the same time translate. And also, this will be a little bit difficult with Facebook, of course, and it's also difficult for you to post on the old Facebook chat. For any one of you or your friends who will miss this stream tonight on Facebook, there's a chance tomorrow evening on our new YouTube channel. I show the link again, Scream for Metal Show. At 7 p.m. we show the stream of today again, and we
Yes.
have the chance to talk there in a live chat because it's a premiere there as well. Will be very great. So what our intention was to get back to my point, we make it different because we are spontaneous. So we get Julian in, and then we play the first song, but not of Julian, of another band that will be our guest. And it's one of those bands. I show you our program for the next weeks. Next week we have Sacred Steel, My Tomorrow, Bad Butler. Actually, it's the bassist of Sacred Steel, who was before bassist of Brainstorm and my beloved band from Stuttgart, Farmer Boys. He was the bassist there. So we have him next week, Tony. Then we have Crematory. They will be releasing a new album on Raining Phoenix as well. And a nice little festival called No Sleep After Christmas. We have a special about them. And in May, we have RV Bang special. That's, of course, very great because we were caring for the warm-up show on the Thursday on the RV Bang with great bands. Basement Prophecy, Onslaught, Raubein und Nörgeln und so vieles anderes. Also bleibt dabei. Und weshalb ich das überhaupt zeige ist, wir wollen jetzt einen neuen Song von Crematory hören, und zwar zusammen mit Julian. Und ich würde sagen, wir lassen ihn gleich mal rein. Ich spiele das Intro, Frankie, okay? Und dann holen wir ihn rein.
Jo. Yes, yes, sir.
Welcome,
Yes, sir.
Julian, to the
Do it.
show. Brother! Hey!
We see us again.
What a pleasure! Julian is here. Yeah.
Finally, nice to see you
But
guys.
finally,
Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you. It's been too
Nice
long,
to see
man.
you.
Yeah.
Man,
And you
that
know,
was what, like 2 years ago, I think, or
I think it was
something
2
around
years.
that, no?
Mhm.
We have a
2
a
years
release. We almost have like a steady release schedule with a label. We always have like 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, and then we talk again. That's
Right.
great.
Right. That's really crazy. Like, I was just thinking about it last couple of days. I was like, dude, it's been like two years. You know, like from one way or another, it kind of feels like the time would
Yeah,
have been like going like so crazy, but it's 2 freaking years. A lot can happen in 2 years, so it's great to see you. Hey, cool jackets, by the
great to
way.
see. Hey, man,
Cool
they are
fucking
called.
jackets,
you.
by the way.
This is those are two sisters from Germany, and they prepare jackets. And it's not their full-time job, but it's a side job of them.
Okay.
They prepare your clothes to make it like more glam rock or whatever rock and roll style. So
Like cooler, more hellfire. No,
that's it.
they
I was
they add a little bit of hellfire. Yeah,
yeah, that's it. That's it.
lovely. Though.
I was saying in the intro, I was saying we have a Las Vegas show right now, Frankie and me. You know, we have like a pseudo
Yeah.
Elvis show we have over there with the
Yes,
jackets.
I see it. You guys have the whole fucking like team going on in there. Yeah, yes, I like it. It kind of like unifies the whole concept, you know, as well, like with your backgrounds, with the Scream for Metal logos and everything, and the Star Wars as well. I see somewhere there. Cool. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
You
it.
have everything over there. Yeah, I got everything over there.
And
Lovely,
what
love
about
the
you?
jackets as well. I'm
You're
doing
a gamer?
I'm not doing absolutely agreement. A gamer, yeah. No, I don't really even have like time for gaming too much. But it's basically where I record my music, etc. So it's a little mix over here and stuff like that. But no, it looks a little bit of like if it would be a gamer space, but no,
A great
it's just I
chair.
just like
I was just saying it because the great chair, the chair fits to our jackets actually. So
Yes, yeah.
you know,
it
I
does, it
love
does.
this year. This year I had the idea in my mind because I did this on Wacken once, I was dressed
Mhm.
only in white because I love white, pure white, like completely
Right.
white shirt,
Right.
white thing. But of course, after 1 hour, the
Yeah,
clothes
yeah, yeah.
looked very bad. But otherwise, other than that, I
That is
love
the
the
issue.
yeah
Right, man. That is the issue that when you're at the festivals and stuff, it's like so easy to get dirty. And if you're wearing absolutely like everything white, is like no time and no chance that you're gonna look brown like very easily. I've been thinking
yeah
actually about it. For example, for stage outfits and stuff, I
yeah
actually already have like an outfit that is like completely white and stuff. But on the other hand, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna be able to use it for like a few shows, but afterwards it's gonna be
yeah
completely gone, because I throw myself on the
yeah
ground and I jump on the crowd. And like I remember last time, for example, that we were in Hatzfeld Sea as well, like a
yeah
bunch of like dirt everywhere and stuff like. So it was very fun, but of course, like you need to say goodbye to the white, the beautiful kind of thing. But I guess
yeah
that it's part of rocking. So yeah,
yeah. But
and
you
it's
know,
lovely.
for the people out there, für alle euch da draußen, ich hoffe, das geht jetzt, wenn wir hauptsächlich in Englisch machen, weil ich glaube, das wird sonst zu stressig, weil wir haben einen zu geilen
Mhm.
Talk und Julian ist natürlich auch schnell drauf. I was just saying before,
Yeah.
I was thinking about switching from English to German, but I guess it's too stressy and not very useful for the communication if I always translate everything in German. So we keep it with English
Right.
mostly, but sometimes
Mhm.
some things I would translate in German. Okay, also vergebt mir, wenn ich nicht alles übersetzen kann. Ihr kommt damit schon klar, weil
Yeah,
ihr
it should
kennt ja
be.
Julian auch und yeah,
Right.
we don't want to forget the chat, of course. For us, it's a very unusual situation because we have so many people here, like over 40 people watching, and
Yeah.
it's only those who have an account. Normally, it's even more. And
Aha.
uh,
Ich kümmere mich nachher
wait,
drum.
wait a second. Wait a second. Speaking about the jackets,
Sure, man.
about very important issues is clothes, of course. It's very important. Not
Yeah.
albums or not music.
Yeah.
Important are jackets, of course. And someone is saying he
Yeah.
has a
First of
jacket
all,
obsession, and Julian sees a
Brittany.
jacket. Now he wants it. Okay, what does this
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Can you
Those
tell
guys
us
know
about?
me.
Of course they know you.
Oh,
They are
yes,
LDM,
yes. I can tell. I
fan.
have. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ravenella and Brittany, those are the persons who wrote the comments. They know
yeah.
perfectly that I have like a jacket obsession. I was just like a few days ago, like telling a story about that, how I was like leaving Julian to notice the jacket. Yeah, it was the first step, the very first thing that I noticed when I jumped into the stream. I just saw your jackets and I was like, "Go, like, that's cool." I have an obsession like
Okay,
every time.
Britannia. We sent him the details,
Right.
of course, and
Right.
I will post.
Yeah.
It's very easy to remember because they are called Rock Cinderellas, and we of course know. In case you younger people don't know the band Cinderella, you have to check it out because we love Cinderella, the band.
Ich
Rock
kümmere mich drum.
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Yeah. We're talking about Disney, of course, right?
Ich kümmere,
Yeah,
ich,
we can talk about
ich,
Disney
I
as
knew
well,
it.
but
Like we have so much in common. I do as well.
okay.
ich kümmere mich drum, mein Gosh.
Okay, he's taking care of it.
Perfect.
Just
Lovely.
dye
Yes,
it
I have a.
black.
I have a.
Just dye it black. Yeah.
It's always an option. I have always had like this obsession for jackets. Like everybody has an obsession with something when it comes to
Yeah.
clothing. My brother, for example, has an obsession like with pants that look like Shaggy, from Scooby Doo. I do
Yeah.
have a I do have a I do have an obsession with all sorts of jackets, like all kinds of like leather jackets, and like the fluffy jackets, like jackets in all kinds of way. I know one of my friends, he has an obsession with these kind of like blazers that are like velvet, and he had like thousands of those ones. So not too long ago, I just told to one of my friends, we were at the shopping center in Weinheim because we went to Weinheim one day before we played the show,
Weinheim
and so I have a little bit of free
Zentrale.
time. Exactly.
Mm.
We were there, and I had a little bit of free time, so I was hanging around, and I just literally told my friend, "Do not let me like buy any sort of jacket because I already have like tons and tons." And I was very sure that I was gonna accomplish to not buy to buy any jacket, but then all of a sudden I'm just walking into the next store, and then I see I have a massive crush, on this like black like jacket, with these bits of like crocodile kind of like textures and stuff like that. And then I put it on, and it was like super fucked up because it fit perfectly. So I just look at her, and I was like, there's no way that I'm coming out of this store without this jacket. And it's also like at a very good price. But the ridiculous thing is that I just told her, like, do not, doesn't matter what happened, do not let me to buy that stuff. And for the people that follows me, like, they know that I have like a problem. I have a jacket addiction. I don't have an alcohol addiction. I do not have a drug addiction. I do have, though, like a very, very bad
Clothes.
like jacket addiction. I have tons of very different jackets and stuff. Yeah, so
Only jackets
lovely.
or clothes? Clothes or only jackets?
Oh, only jackets. I mean, like clothes as well, but jackets are the only thing that I can just like buy like tons and tons of them. For whatever reason, I just love jackets like so fucking
Yeah.
much. And actually, like clothes, I already have like way too many. I just went to a shopping center with my brother, and I didn't get nothing. We got him a couple of things, but I didn't get nothing because there's like I already have like so much, so it doesn't make sense. I don't like to like
But
buy the same thing like so many times. But
but
jackets,
but but then that's a quite sane obsession if you're not forced to buy something when you go out.
right?
And that's at least okay. I mean, can you drop a number? How many jackets you have, approximately? I mean,
Phew.
not let's leave out simple jeans jackets, denim stuff, like, yeah, cheap normal stuff. Let's say proper jackets, like leather jackets, or what else do we have? Bomber.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. The number is also not gonna be like overly crazy, but I think that I have somewhere around maybe like 40, 50 jackets.
Okay, Frankie, du hast
So,
auch ein paar, oder? You
yeah,
also have some, Frankie.
20,
Yeah, you.
Jackets.
20, 25, 30.
25. Okay.
Hey,
Ooh.
we are probably that's one of the
Yes.
reasons that we have connected so well since the very beginning. We're like, okay, like it's a jacket
That's
brother.
okay. Get back to the beginning. Okay, first
Yeah.
of all, at some point you make a serious jacket song. Yeah, probably.
Yes. Actually,
He will
there's a
do that.
huge misunderstanding. Most of the songs that I play that they might seem like love songs are indeed actually not quite love songs. They are just like meant for the jackets. It's just love songs that I write literally only for the jackets. I'm not talking about the girl. I'm not
Oh,
talking about. It's all about the jackets.
oh,
So
oh!
yeah,
It smells so good. It smells so good. I
yeah,
love it. I love it. Yeah.
yeah, man. Like you feel me. Yeah, good, good.
I can embrace myself. It's no problem. That's great.
Hey, people
You're
is
never
gonna
alone.
people is gonna go away
I'm
from
never
your life.
alone.
Jackets are forever.
If someone is listening to our interview, like the last two ones, it's always like this, That's
Yeah,
get back to the main point. Why we have you here for the third time, for example. You
because
are
of the
a
jackets.
core screamer right now because you're one of the few persons that have like had 3 interviews with us, because we clicked from the very first second. And that goes out to all the people out there that are metalheads who don't know Lacrimas, maybe they heard from, or who only saw you on photos, for example, who
Right.
might have a problem with prejudgment, like
Okay.
Julian is a gothic poser and so on. I can imagine that there are some people out there, but this is the example, like our third interview. This is the perfect example that the man behind Julian, like, is a real person and a real sympathetic person and one of our best friends on the show already, because you are true. And if you watch a show of Lacrimas, no matter where it is, in a small club or on the Mera Luna festival, a big festival, or like I was not able to come to the Berlin show, unfortunately, but it's a very small place. I know Cassiopeia. It's like a small cube, like a sweaty small cube. No matter where you play, you give 100%. And I saw this from the beginning. And therefore I said, fuck you all who judge people from the cover, from the outside. That's what we hate most. And therefore we do these interviews, because we want to talk to real people. And that's what's so amazing. And therefore, thank you for being here. Yeah.
Thanks
That's
a
what I
lot
want
to
to
you,
do.
man, and thanks a lot for the words. Thanks
Yeah,
a lot as
that's
well for the words, because of course, like I think that is like a very natural effect that there's a lot in the overall like community, whether it's like the rock metal community or like people in general. I think that we tend to be like that very often, that we are capable of judging someone out of like two pictures that we must have seen, or something that we must have like heard somewhere else, or whatever, but we don't really stop to think about, like, if we are persons that we ourselves, we are very complex, and we have like a lot maybe like to give, and some other people is criticizing us, because that is something that for sure happens. Everybody gets criticized in a certain way. Like those people that criticize me, they get criticized from other people in a certain way, but those other people that are criticizing them, they're probably going to have the understanding is like, okay, these other people is criticizing me, but they don't really know me, but they are having exactly the same behavior towards other people and stuff. So I feel that there's like a very important process of awareness there, when you kind of like start getting more open, and from one way or another like humble, to
Mhm.
like, okay, this person might not look the way that I want everybody to look, or everybody to react, or whatever. But I think that there's like a very, very big beauty in the diversity of who we are, and that we have like very different cultural backgrounds and very different tastes. And I think that we, more than judging the people out of there, and so on, we should support each other, and we should encourage each other as well, to embrace maybe some of those things that culturally have make us feel whether of like guilty or afraid to share with, or stuff like that. No, and I think that diversity is what we need to keep on like growing, and putting out of there. And that is also one of the very first things that I saw when I saw you guys. I jump on an interview or whatever link, and for me, it's more about having a real conversation rather than me trying, for example, right now to promote something, and you guys trying to get like something out of that, and so on. Like for me, it's like how cool it is actually that we have these methods and these channels to actually know more about each other, and have a moment to have a more of a proper talk. And I feel that
Yeah.
there's a massive lack of that in
Mhm.
the industry, and there's like a bunch of
Exactly.
pretension, and I really I'm not a fan of that. So I try to go the other way around and support and be close to the people who I feel that they are different, that they understand this point, which is you in this case.
Great. And speaking about Cassiopeia, ja, Mariola, nächstes Mal bin ich da. Next time I will be there. I was very sick. Otherwise, we would have seen each other in Berlin, of course.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a great. And you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Today, I stumbled across an interview because I watch a lot of podcasts, not only music related, but most of the time. And you know Steve O from Jackass, of course, he has a format on
Absolutely. Yeah.
YouTube. Ride, is it
Right.
called Ride? Ride, something like this.
Wild ride.
Wild Ride, and he had Bret Michaels of Poison, the glam
Ooh.
metal band Poison, like the most famous.
Uh-huh.
It was the first independent band that broke through actually before Mötley Crüe even. And Bret Michaels is such a
Yeah.
cool guy. And I remember the band Poison was hated a lot in the beginning because they were glam metal, and the real metalheads hated the
Right.
soft glam metal stuff. And
Hmm. Hmm.
he's such a cool guy. He has diabetes from the age of 6, and he suffered a lot. He had to fight always. But if someone
Hmm.
criticizes him, for example, his glam metal band, it it even pushed him to get better. It didn't turn him down or made him aggressive or bitter or something like this. It kept him going
Uh-huh.
on, always going on, always going on. And somehow I thought about you as well, because you have an unlimited power, it seems, like the energy. And I thought
Hmm.
about the small concerts, the big concerts, the way you talk with us on the stream, the way you formed the LDMV family, because there's a reason
Yeah.
behind the fact that so many people are following you, because you are
Hmm.
true. You tell true stuff, like humane interaction. This is important for you, and you're always humble. So, and Brad Michaels is the same. He said they played in every club in California in front of 5 people in the
Hmm.
beginning. Imagine, they had no money. They only
Yeah.
they were able to record their second album. Look What the Cat Dragged In was very famous. But before, they
Hmm.
recorded the album in 5 days. They had no more money than 5 days for the studio.
Uh-huh.
And afterwards, they
Right.
sold millions. But before, the band played in every single club and even in record stores in front of 0 people. So,
Right.
and he still is the same guy than before. And now he's very famous and rich, but still he's like ever before. And I have a comparison to you, because you seem to be very focused and also all the time humble and grateful for being here in the moment. That's my feeling, and
Right.
therefore we love to
Right.
talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you, man. I mean, what can I tell you? If one of the things that I I've kind of come to realize throughout my whole career is that there's going to be a lot of turbulence during the journey, and there is going to be a lot of moments when maybe you have like these doubts, and you have like people getting to you, and all of that. But if you are doing what you want to do because you love doing it, because you want to do it for yourself, because you want to challenge yourself, you want to grow personally, mentally, emotionally, physically, however you want to develop yourself. If you are giving your very, very best, and you are putting everything that you got into that, it's really hard afterwards that the words of other people or stuff like will kind of like do anything to you. Because for example, in this case, that we work on new music and stuff like that, we put like such a big effort into all of this, and we put so much. It means something to us. It's something special to us, and we put absolutely everything. We did so many sacrifices, and it's been like a very, very big story for us to be able to be at this point. So if there is like somebody out there that is just like criticizing you, telling you like, okay, like this sucks, I don't like this and that, and so on, is like, okay, for me, it's like very clear to see. That might be your perspective, but your perspective might not mean nothing to me in this case, because what means to me is the work that I've been doing, and I know for a fact that there's like thousands of other people out of there that they might connect to something that I might say, or that I might do, or that I might or that I might create. So there's like a very huge source of strength in there. Then you have another very important point. I think that being grateful about what we got, it's something that gets forgotten like more often than not. But coming from the background that I come, I don't know, for the people that is watching right now, for for the first time or so. I grew up in Mexico. I grew up with a single mom, very close with my brother. They were basically taking care of me while my mother was working, and stuff, like trying to give me a shot. My mother never stopped me, never cut off my wings, so to say. So coming from all of that, me being a kid and looking at how hard my mother has been working for being able to give me a shot, in into something that it was like absolutely crazy. I mean, like a kid in Mexico, like telling things like, okay, like I want to be in a band, I want to be a singer, I want to do this for a living, and so it's absolutely crazy. It's something that your whole environment is gonna just like tell you to not do it, and it's basically like a suicide mission at this point. So you have all the chances to fail. But if you see that there is that one person to begin with that believes in what you're doing and that is making all sorts of sacrifices for giving you a shot, you grow in a way that you don't want to let that person down. You feel so much respect and you feel so much love, that you don't want to mess up with that. So very early in my career, I started working like trying to record, trying to learn all of these things, But if you put so much effort and so much love into all of this, that craft and that thing that you're putting out of there, you stand by that. The problem is when I think that people do not challenge themselves and they are not kind of like being honest with themselves, whether they are working enough, they're being disciplined enough, or stuff on this nature. But I think that when you stand fully by that and you are like really paying attention and listening to people, what happens after all of this is that I started like LDMV and everything started taking off. And then all of a sudden I figure out that it's not only my mom who believes in what I do. There's all of the sudden people in the US, in Germany, in Spain, in Italy, in everywhere, that start saying like, hey, this thing that you're telling right now, so I somehow connect with this song that you wrote, I am connecting with this and stuff. So then they start like we start creating this community, So for me, coming from the background that I come, and building everything independently as I've been doing it and sacrificing absolutely everything that I could sacrifice in my life, at this point, if there is somebody out of there like you guys, for example, let's put you guys as an example right now. You guys, from one way or another, like you guys believe in what I do, believe in the person that I do, beyond my looks or beyond what I portrayed on my social media or whatever. You guys believing in what I do from one way or another. So for me, it's very natural that I'm here standing at this point and that I want to know more about you. I want to have the moment to listen to you, to hear you. I don't want to put like any veils there where I would be just like trying to look like freaking like cooler or bigger or whatever. Like right now, I want to make contact with you, and I want really to have like this exchange, and that for me is like a sign of respect, which is the sign of respect that I share with the people who is following me. I have a huge respect. They have literally changed my life. They have made all of this possible, and we are working together as a team to build something that apparently everybody, all the world around, they were telling you to not do it, and that it was not going to work, and it actually worked, and we're actually kicking ass. So that's just like a very very good and lovely thing how is everything running,
Yeah.
and I think that motivation, respect, and discipline is something, resilience, resistance, it's something that can take you like really 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 to many places, and keep you with your feet on the earth. Because if you don't have like, the feet on the earth, you're gonna have a lot of problems psychologically,
Yeah.
mentally,
Yeah. Yeah.
emotionally. You're gonna be
Mhm.
struggling
Mm.
so much, and that's very important, bro.
I think great words. And you always remember where you come from. I guess when you start from nothing, uh, this will sit deep in your mind as a basis. You never forget about that because when you have been raised in Mexico, you didn't have
Yeah.
anything, and you knew everything I do, I have to take further. But I should never forget that I could always get back to this status if I don't care
Yeah.
for the people around me. Like if I if I don't have the respect to myself, for example, speaking about rock star attitude, drugs, and getting derailed, and not talking to fans, or not giving the best if there are only 10 people at a show or whatever. I think it's the beginning of the end if someone forgets about his roots. I think maybe, and you know, this is the cool thing about life, like yin yang. You grew up in a very
Mhm.
poor environment or in a very down environment, but the good thing about it
Mhm.
is this lets you know what you're been able to do. I think most people here over here, they are too um they live a luxury life. They get born in a very comfortable home, and they don't have the
Mhm.
strive to get out of it, and they don't know what it takes maybe, and they are not prepared for the success, and afterwards it goes down.
Right.
So
I think
in
that people is just kind of get built in a very different way. I mean, it's obviously everybody have like everybody's problems for them they are real. No, like for the people
mm,
for example, for the person who has a Ferrari outside of their places, if the Ferrari doesn't have like gasoline that one day and they cannot go drinking, maybe flirt with that one person that they wanted, like that might be a problem for them, you know. But of course,
mhm,
when you compare that to somebody that is, for example, a single mom, you know, like work that needs to go to work, and at the same time is thinking about how to take care of the child, etc. There are like very different levels of, let's say, needs for being able to operate, and especially to be able to grow and develop yourself properly, you know, like as a human, I think. So I feel that you are kind of, you learn to grow with a different perspective on what gratitude looks like, what love
mhm,
looks like, what respect looks like, and this kind of things. um
mhm,
but once again, I feel that there's a lot of, you need to put a lot of yourself as well, because for example, the move that I did throughout my whole life, it was very risky. I had a lot of things against me to really being able to make something, you know. I got separated for many of my friends, for example, back in the days and stuff, very early on the days, because they start getting into drug abuse, for example, or alcohol or stuff like that. And even though like I have never been, absolutely never been an angel, and I have always been doing my things, I was very close with my brother, and I always had my priorities very clear, and I was coherent with them, which is where I feel that a lot of people struggles with. Is like, yeah, I do want to have a successful band, I do want to have my own business, I want to do all of these things, but I don't want to do the work. I don't want to have to work maybe like 8 or 12 hours one day. You know, I don't want to learn about this, I don't want to learn about that, etc. So if you are not coherent with doing what you need to do for getting to where you want to get, then it's just not gonna work, and for sure you're gonna waste a lot of time.
yeah,
But if you are prepared for doing all of that, then you can absolutely get to achieve quite a lot of things. But you need to work as well, I feel. I don't know how you guys say it, but I feel that it's so important to become like more and more self-aware, and really being honest with
mm,
yourself. The
mhm,
more that you understand yourself, the more that you're going to be able to understand people around you, and the more that you're going to be able to have a healthy communication with people, because there's a massive disconnection nowadays in communication. I see it all the time in
it's getting
between
worse. It's
between
getting worse, right? It's getting worse. It's only
it
like
is. Yeah, yeah.
if the people like uh, the people only see left or right. They don't see the center. They don't see a middle stuff.
Mhm.
They are not educated. They only see like you're a Nazi if you're not left. That's
Mhm.
stupid.
Mhm.
It's even getting
Yeah.
worse. It's getting worse. We don't have. We need to have proper communication. And if someone calls himself a Democrat, and is not able to talk with a person that is of another opinion, he's not a Democrat. That's my opinion. There's no censorship.
Right.
It's very important. It's very important to have no censorship. No party has to be forbidden in Germany. We have to talk with everyone, left or right or whatever. A democracy is including everyone, and we have to talk about it and not giving instructions or forbid something, because that's the other way, and people see it like they're only left wing or right wing and so. But it's great words, and I don't want to talk about negative stuff because we are here for sharing good vibes, and I see it in your comments. By the way, can you speak it out for us in Spanish?
Te amamos, Julián, y eres nuestra razón, which means like we love you, Julian, and you are our reason.
Te amamos, Julian, y
Thank
eres
you so much.
nuestra razón. No.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Mi corazón.
Yeah, I sent a huge kiss. Tu corazón. Yeah, I sent a huge kiss, by the way, to all of the people in Latin America. We are as well later going to be doing some interviews with some channels there in Mexico and stuff, because they have been like forever, obviously, like ask for some more content over there and stuff. So finally, with this album cycle, we're going to get to do something. Yeah. I love you guys, and I hope to see you there soon.
Guys, we wanted to start the show in a different way this time. Before we play Less DMV songs, we have some of them. I think we should do some stuff, if it's okay for you. We watch
Absolutely.
We watch a video of another band that will be on our show in May. They are called Crematory. You know them, of course, because they are gothic metal brothers. Let's say, and they face something in Germany that is very similar, and that we have to talk about, because recently I was reading a review of the new album of Crematory that will come out. That's called Resurrection, I guess. No, not Resurrection. No, sorry, I forgot the name of the album. Never mind. It's coming out in May on Raining Phoenix Music, and they got a review 2 points out of 10, and I was a music journalist. It was very negative. I was a music journalist myself. I started in the end of the 90s, and I had an own magazine in Germany that was called Metal Heart. I was working for Orcus magazine, that you know. That was back then in Stuttgart. So I faced this problem, but as I had a band myself back then, I was always on the other side of the, let's say, of the field. So I never wanted to judge a band, because I have the impression that you cannot judge music. You can only describe the music. You should only describe the music. And if it's not for you, it's not okay to judge on some people that create something, because maybe they are not that intelligent. Maybe they don't have this high level lyrics or whatever, but they want to express something. And as soon as somebody creates something, it's worth something. I'm not allowed to judge it. So I would like to watch this with you, Crematory, and they decided to make a cover version of one of Frankie and mine favorite band is, of course, Cyber Negative. And it's always difficult to make a cover, but I would like to talk about this cover with you afterwards, okay? My girlfriend's girlfriend. She
Sounds
looks
good, man.
like
you.
Okay, Crematory. Yeah, you know what? You cannot. I say something. You cannot cover Typo Negative, because Typo is very special, very original. We love Peter Steele, and I'm honored. I have met him 2 times. I'm very honored. I will
Oof.
keep this in my mind forever. Um,
Yeah.
but I wanted to play it anyways because I wanted to give something back for crematory because I was so upset with this negative review. I remembered
Uh-huh.
that um, I was not very happy to be a music journalist back then when I read bad
Yeah.
reviews because I felt upset also because I was in a band back then as a singer. And I felt both sides. In a way, you have to describe some music for people that don't know you. You have to describe it some
Hmm.
way, but you don't have to turn them down. And somehow I felt that some journalists are a very bitter people that didn't make it, so they judge on your music. So and this reminded me, like Crematory was always with bad reviews. We have some other German bands that always get bad reviews. So I
Hmm.
always felt, and then someone said, sometimes bad promotion is even better than mediocre promotion. Like
Yeah.
if some people see the review with 2 points, they say, okay, why? Maybe I have to listen to it instead of having like
Yeah.
7 out of 10. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, but breaking breaking this barrier of reviewing people, I have to speak out. Crematory are doing their thing, as well as Lacrimas and Julian is doing his thing, and so therefore, Crematory has my full respect for being
Hmm.
on the scene for that long, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's like many so many elements that go to this. First of all, like I feel that more often than not, we also forget that whether we want it or not, and I think that some people is mad at this. Is at the end of the day, this is the entertainment industry. It's not only the music industry. It's not only about just like the art itself. It's a lot about entertainment industry. As you said, some people get like very bitter, and also they try to somehow just portrayed like if they would have like if their opinion or their point of view would be more like an universal truth, than not like if they would be really knowing what's up. Now a bunch of these journalists and stuff like that, I think that they try to be mostly as well kind of like controversial, like putting out like maybe like a very bad review about a band or whatever, and then they're literally like spitting on it, kind of like hoping as well that there would have that this will have like some traction and stuff. I feel that musicians in general, they kind of have to have like their shit like very very well together, so that these kind of things don't take you down, don't bring you down, that you don't take it serious, because I think that this kind of stuff like are gonna happen like so like all around. You can
Hmm.
basically not escape of known of that, like somebody could be out
Yeah.
of there right now like shitting on what I'm saying or the way that I look or this show or whatever, but the thing is like if you really there's one point where you really see it for what it is, and it's like okay, like it might be like somebody else's opinion, or they might try to be looking for some attention, which is also it's also the case, and stuff like that. There are like so many different elements in there, but I think that you as a band, as long as it doesn't get you, and I repeat, like as long as you're doing the very best for your craft and you stand by what you're doing, then I think that it's like potentially nothing can like take you down. It's like in my very own case, for example, like I have like people saying like
Mm.
absolutely like everything. Not too long ago, with Lacrimas, we had a problem with an organizer from a festival because a lot of things were kind of like not going as they were on the contract and stuff like that. So we canceled the show. But long story short, these guys wrote something on one of Lacrima's posts, just kind of like trying to wash their hands or whatever, when we were just like announcing. that we were not gonna play the show, that we were sorry, and we were just announcing these guys like showed up there and blah blah blah. So I start battling with them a little bit online, because all of a sudden, like a bunch of the LDMV people, I just happened to mention. I was like, okay, like this is what happened. I'm so sorry, we're not going to be playing the show, etc. And a lot of people start like looking into these guys. So these guys all of a sudden like start like getting like these Instagram stories, saying like, you guys fucking suck big time and things like this. So they start feeling the heat of that, like, of course, like if there's like an Instagram account, like with I don't know, like their 20 likes for their festival or whatever. Of course, like if they have like all of the sudden like 10 or 15 or 30 stories like on people shitting on them, they feel the heat and they start like, okay, like, and they were telling me like, wow, like you're gathering people for like trying to spoil us and stuff. And I was like, bro, like you think that is me like gathering people? It's like I just fucking like happened to mention this one fucking thing, like, nothing else, So it's a lot, but at the end of the day, is if you stand by what you do and you know what you're doing, and you respect your audience and stuff, like nothing really is gonna get to you, like for all the people that
Yeah,
would be out of there,
yeah,
shitting on what I do or what I say or whatever, it's like, fuck you, like I couldn't care less about like beyond that. Like I find it amusing when I'm able to, when I have time, which is not too often, but when I have time, like I love to go online, and just like and just like tell them something or whatever, just because it's fucking entertaining, but and
and
yeah, as you said,
as
that
long as you can keep the distance, I,
exactly.
I, I it's
Yeah.
really fascinating how you manage to keep the distance, because you were saying you were battling a little bit, but you have to be out
Uh-huh.
of it. You have to stay out of
Yeah.
it. If you're
Yeah.
battling too much, and if you take care of it too much, it will get you, and it
Yeah.
will consume your whole
Yeah.
day, and your whole mood will
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
And afterwards, you
Yeah.
think about it. What was this for? Like, what did I do
Yeah. Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now? What He destroyed my whole day for nothing, right? So
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
he took some lifetime. Yeah. So in the end, you have
Right.
to
Right. Right.
stay. You have to
Uh-huh.
yeah, you have to deal with it a little bit. I know that you have to
Mm.
make a connection with this guy. Maybe you can help
Mhm.
him get out of it, but at the same time, you also have to know your the limit that you invest in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with this
Absolutely.
with this
That's something.
festival,
That's
with this
something that I would
festival.
say.
Yeah.
That's something that I would absolutely like tell to the people. If you are not ready, if you're not prepared to separate yourself, as you say, because if you're gonna have fun with it,
Mhm.
you can do it, but as long as it doesn't, it's really not
Yeah,
getting you, because
that's
of
it.
course, like I have seen some other people that they are really mad, and they are there and they are there, like no, in my case, I'm not even trying to make them understand nothing, I am literally, just because my personality, I'm the guy that, if you are trying to roast me or whatever, like I'm gonna come back, like with a double gun, but just out of fun, but I guess that it's also the way that I grew up, with my brother, my friends, etc. We were
Mm.
teasing each other all the time and stuff like that. So it's just that, but you say it very well. You need to keep yourself separated from that. You cannot let that get to you emotionally, or that it wastes too much of your time, or things like this, but of course, like I just, as well, like I enjoy it sometimes, like when people tell you something online and stuff, like
And
and especially if you know how to roast people or stuff, like it's beautiful, it's
and
funny.
there's a fine line between some people can be educated, or they can change. You can help them to change, but there are also some
Mhm.
people that you cannot change, and you have to feel that.
Uh,
Some people, they are not
yeah.
changeable, but for the others, you should try, because you have the ability to connect with them, and you have the
Mhm.
ability to help them, for example. And this was also a very great comment. I told you about Steve O's Wild Ride with Bret Michaels of Poison.
Yeah.
Some guy was
Yeah.
commenting on this video I saw today on this podcast. Some guy was commenting. Back then, he was 16 when a friend of his sent him to a signing session of Poison to a record store.
Mhm.
And he was a real metalhead back then. He listened to Iron Maiden or D-Side and stuff like that, more
Mhm.
heavy stuff. And he hated Poison
Right.
as well because it was glam metal. It was very soft. So he only
Uh-huh.
went there to the signing session for his friend. And he
Mhm.
came there and he was like, okay, let's get this autograph for my friend and then go away because Poison are shit. They are much too soft. So I go there, and then Bret Michaels talked with this guy for like 20 minutes, and Bret Michaels even talked to this little guy, 16-year-old. He asked him about his
Uh-huh.
jacket. Oh, nice jacket you have. And Bret Michaels was very cool because he's a humble guy like you. He's caring
Mhm.
for fans. And the 16-year-old suddenly turned his view on things totally around. He
Mhm.
realized that he's an
Mhm.
asshole metalhead who doesn't accept
Mhm.
other people like
Mhm.
soft music, for example. And suddenly
Yeah. Yeah.
he went home and he turned his style completely and his view on things. And that's the amazing thing. You
Yeah, absolutely.
if
Sometimes
if you
you
have
can say that. Mhm.
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
No, sometimes I feel that that it's so important to try to put at least like a different perspective, just put it out of there so
Mm,
that maybe people it might trigger something in people. One of the
yeah.
things that I say very often with my community and stuff is just like, it's like, hey, I'm not pretending to do the things right. I'm not pretending to have the truth about something or anything. I'm just sharing my life experience about like how I think and my perspective on things. I just put it over here, and maybe something that I might say might trigger a question in you, and then you might figure out something that hopefully is gonna make your life better. And that could be one of the cases. For example, like if you have like a teenager or one of these kids, that they probably just have had like the bad influence, of some other people that is like more close-minded, or they have not yet figured out things, and then all of a sudden like they have like a different perspective, and they can start like opening to some sort of different ideas and stuff.
Mm,
Beside, there's like a bunch of people out of there that they literally get mad about this kind of like a more softer hair metal bands or whatever, like
yeah.
that, because also those guys are the ones stealing most of the girls, and that pisses them off,
That's
and they
it.
know
That's
that,
it.
and we
That's
know
it, man.
that, and yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
for
and
like for real, because there's
that's
like so
another
many of
reason
those
maybe, yeah.
guys. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're like, bro, I just fucking hate how you look. I just hate it, but somehow like my girlfriend likes it, and that
Yeah,
pisses
yeah,
me
yeah.
the three times more. It's
Yeah,
like,
that
dude, like your
that's
girlfriend
what
is in
Bret
my
Michaels
DM, so
also
shut up.
said, like they have a foursome or whatever. They had so many people, so
Yeah,
many girls queuing. Maybe that's one of the reasons as well, yeah. That could be. Like, of
that
course,
pisses a lot
not
of
so
people
many
off.
not so many beautiful people maybe show up to a D-side show, but it's not on me to judge, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
by the way, hey, speaking about beautiful things, we should listen to your music finally.
Oh
Frankie,
my
what
god,
you
well, yeah,
think?
let's go,
Yes.
let's
We
go.
should listen to Less DMV, and
Yes.
we decided not to play the newest song because we don't have a video yet for To Believe, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
first first we will watch the Sanctuary again because I think it's
lovely.
overall a very good title to talk about your LDMV family because somehow it's a sanctuary,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
It's
You know,
actually connected to that
it's
concept.
connected to that, I guess so. All right,
Mhm.
let's
Yeah,
watch the Sanctuary,
let's
Less DMV.
go.
All right, have fun.
Let's
It's
go.
Friday. Friday, people.
Friday. Saturday.
Hear me out as the wind comes, whisper the sacred line. Look in my eyes as I read those secrets you're holding tight. If this is what you wanted, if this is what you needed, if this is what you wanted, if this is what you needed. Let us burn in our lust until we can't no more. Let us dive in the sins until our lips are sore. Let us be the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed, the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed. Let us burn in our lust until we can't no more. Give me your heart as I walk through shadows to give you mine. Show me the light as the darkness shows me your evil side. If this is what you wanted, if this is what you needed, if this is what you wanted, if this is what you needed. Let us burn in the lust until we can't no more. Let us dive in the sins until our lips are sore. Let us be the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed, the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed. Let us burn in the lust until we can't no more.
Procession, ascension, regression,
Give me a thrill as I walk through the fire. Give me a thrill as I start a pariah. Give me a thrill as I walk through the fire. Give me a thrill as I start a pariah. Let us burn in our lust until we can't no more. Let us dive in our sins until our lips are sore. Let us be the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed, the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed. Let us burn in our lust until we can't no more. Give me a thrill as I walk through the fire. Give me a thrill as I start a pariah. Give me a thrill as I walk through the fire. Give me a thrill as I start a pariah. Sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed, the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed, the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed, the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed.
welcome to the sanctuary.
The sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed, the sanctuary we wanted, the sanctuary we needed.
Wow. Cheers.
Whoa.
Cheers to the director, Julian, and also to Corinna. Great.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
just a couple of friends like doing all of this stuff. We just love what
I
we
mean,
do. We just love what we do, and we do the very, very best for ourselves and for our community, and we love it.
we cry together, of course, tears of joy, right? Because
Yeah.
speaking about sanctuary, I said it before. Sanctuary stands for the LDMV family you have. Was it growing like naturally, or was it like like an intention by you to form a family, or somehow you always felt like you need a sanctuary yourself, or how did it come across to this, what you have right now with LDMV?
Well, I think that it was. I started actually this project because back in very early in the days, as I told you, I was very young and I was already working pretty hard in my career, trying to learn a bunch of things, writing songs, etc. So from one way or another,
But
I
but
figured out.
what? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
Getting back to Mexico,
yeah.
when did you leave the country? Was it uh, did you
The very first
already
time.
write music when you wrote music? Did you already write music in Mexico, or was it later?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I was in the music university when I was like 16 years old because the career was like so long that you were allowed to jump into the university like when you would be younger. And I was playing classical guitar that my brother taught me. So but the first time that I went to Germany was the first place in Europe that I visited. I think that I was somewhere around like 17 or so. And from there I just basically like start moving quite a lot. I came back to Mexico for a while, and then I moved to Finland, etc. But it was a long time. It's been basically almost like half of my life by now. So which is another one of the next points. I start LDMB working as I start working as a solo artist somehow because I realized that most of my friends and the people where I was playing with, they still had more of a plan A, and everything that we were doing was basically plan B or like an extra thing for them. For me, I just threw myself into the arms of the unknown with all of this, like very very early. So I started this as a solo project, but then being in Mexico, I never fully felt, that I was in the place where I was somehow like meant to be or so. I think that many people out of there like must have had that feeling at some point, just like, I think that I need to go somewhere. I need to sail away and find a place. So that's what I did. And through all of this, very organically, very naturally, the more that I was growing as a person and the more that my career was growing, I started figuring out like very early in the days that there's like so many amazing people out of there that they also have the same feeling, that they also like to somehow like scratch the veil of normality and how we socially operate, and have like a more like a somehow like a more special connection, like a more real connection, like a more honest connection. And we start growing, and I start meeting all of these people at the shows. And we travel to another place. Then they get to know more about my brother once that my brother started working full time in all of these. In
What you mean? What you mean? Your brother full
my
time?
brother. Yeah, the thing is that my brother, back in the days, he was a teacher because he studied
Uh-huh.
philosophy, but now he works full time with me.
Oh,
So
crazy. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So the whole project and everything that we are doing has been running so good. And once again, like, thank you so much for all the people that it's out of there that is with us. And it's because of them. It's very possible because of them that we have grown so much, and that we have gotten to build up the studio, and that I have gotten to invest and build up and build all of this business. So we have created this business. And LDMB is pretty strong. So there's this one time that I start talking with my brother, and we start talking about the possibility of him actually jumping into the project full time, working full time. So one of the most important things for me and the dream come true for me is I do what I love, and I take care of the people that I love, which is my mother and my brother as well. And with all of this as well is all the community that we've been building. So it has been so organically that people all of the sudden start caring about me. All of the sudden they start
Mhm.
caring about my brother, when they get to know him more, which by the way, he must be probably jerking off in the kitchen or having a tea or something like that. He's here, right?
Bro,
Is the
feel,
gentleman
feel
around.
free, feel free. What's his name?
Charles. Charles is his name.
Hi, Charles. Hi, Charles.
Yeah,
But but it's not his real Mexican name.
Carlos is his name.
Carlos, Carlos. This
Carlos,
is a
this
Mexican.
is
Yeah, Carlos.
Carlos is his name. Yeah,
Thank you for
exactly.
mentioning that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's very
this
important
is
information that absolutely
this is so
every.
professional of you. You know, say Charles, okay? And I ask about it. No, it's not his real name. It's Carlos. Thank you
Yeah,
for saying
yeah.
that.
You know what is the funny thing? Very early in the days, when we before LDMV and stuff, like I was playing with my brother in a band, and
Mhm.
the drummer started calling him Charles Bronson. So we actually called him Charles as a nickname because of that. Because all of a sudden, like we were teasing the
Okay.
hell out of him being Charles, and it's super funny because some of the patrons and stuff like they have sent him stuff and they write on in their packages Charles. And he told me the other day he was just like, my name is not Charles, you know. And I was like,
That's
shut up, your name
Carlos.
is Charles. Everybody knows it. No, but
Yeah, good.
anyways,
So
the point is that he.
it was a natural
Mhm,
growth of the stuff. You
absolutely.
also because the basis of it is of course you and your need to communicate with people. You need
Mhm,
to talk with people. You want to have an interaction with people, and you
mhm,
also felt that the people need more interaction because at right now there is no communication in the society anymore, it
mhm,
seems.
mhm.
So you came exactly at the right time, like a sanctuary, because we don't have any interaction because everyone has his own social media, he's watching stuff, but we don't communicate. And somehow
Right,
you do something very special that should be normal, but that is not normal anymore. We
right.
don't
It is very.
communicate.
Exactly. It is
Yeah.
very rare, and I feel that that's as well one of the reasons why people, and everybody in the on the LDMB community, they have felt it so refreshing, because I sometimes notice when I'm meeting somebody, and then all of a sudden they are almost like a little bit alienated, like what are you talking to me
Hey, you're
like
talking with
so
me.
vividly
Whoa,
as
you're
a
talking to me.
like as a
Yeah.
person, like what are you. Because unfortunately, and you guys know this pretty well, like how like more often than not in the society, we are very used to try to get something from somebody. And in the
Mhm.
music and in the music and a music environment and stuff, or whether
It's
it's
even
sometimes you try
worse.
to collaborate. Yeah, sometimes you try to handshake with somebody because that somebody might know somebody else, although you can build a deal with
Mhm.
them, or like this other band is going to give you more listeners if you collaborate with them, or stuff like that, or a bunch of bands that they have to do meets and greets and things like that, but they hate the hell out of it. They just don't want to do it. They know that they somehow like need to do it, but they just don't really quite feel like it and stuff. So in my case, and what I do is that, as I told you, for me it was very organic, that the more that I was growing, the more that I was figuring out that there were people there, that they were interested and really believing in what I do, and I really wanted to listen to and know more about those people. And the more that I showed, like, I want to get to know more about those people, the more that they are like, what's going on, like, why does this feel somehow like so different? And that is kind of refreshing for them. And once that you're doing all of that, of course, like, it has as well had the impact in some people in the community, that they start feeling all of the sudden more secure about themselves. They feel a little bit less afraid maybe of like doing something. They feel more secure about taking certain risk, or getting out of the comfort zone in certain things and stuff like that, even
Mhm.
questioning some of the older ideas that they might have, or stuff like that. So there's like some content out of there, for them to grow, and things like that. And I feel that, as you said it pretty well, like communication, there's like such a massive layer of fakeness nowadays. Everybody's just like trying to bands out of there are trying to pretend to be like bigger, and like to have like more numbers, and like they're like freaking like obsessed with this or this other thing, just like trying
It's
to portray, the bands, like
yeah.
some singers, it's just like, yeah, like I'm a freaking winner, I'm a fucking rock star, I had like fucking money, and like this and that, and it's like, bro, like shut the fuck up. You probably you're working like three other jobs. Like we know, like you're not gonna fucking like fool the hell out of us, and there's like a bunch of pretension and stuff like that, and I feel that it's just refreshing for people because it has it's they are not used to that, and as just to touch the topic about the sanctuary, this whole concept about the sanctuary is because LDMV has different signs. I normally release one sign every year. For example, this is the very first one that I did.
Oh, wait a second. I
Yeah,
have to take a little bit
right.
closer. Show it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one,
yeah,
for example, is the first LDMB sign that I created. I created it like back in days when I was a kid and stuff. People ask me quite a lot about the one that I have on the neck. For example, this is another one that is called Nemesis. And this
yeah.
one actually that I have over here is called the
Can
Sanctuary.
you show it a
So
little
we
bit
have
closer,
different signs.
closer to the
Absolutely.
cam? Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit closer.
There it
Yeah,
is.
thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah. So I release different signs, which is just like some sort of like creative outlet. And the more that I figure out about myself, I'm a person that I have spent a lot of time alone. And when you spend so much time alone, you have a lot of time to face yourself and to make the questions and to be in like that kind of like shady place where you can go to so many different directions. So through all of that, I just put it in signs and I released the ones here. So this one is called the Sanctuary, and this one is very special because it's the very first one that I actually designed together with my brother. So this whole concept, this kind of like home, this kind of like place, that a very special place for you to grow, for you to develop yourself, for you to feel somehow like safe, and to explore yourself and stuff, like that is what it means for us. And we decided to put that out of there for the people, so we have this show that we are going to be playing next month, actually, on the 31st of May in Hamburg. We play it once a year. It's a show that I play with my brother. It's a full LDMB show,
Whoa,
and it's called
whoa,
the
this is
Sanctuary.
crazy. Wow, this
And
is
it is
crazy.
called
We didn't know about that actually. Also Frankie, die spielen eine Show pro Jahr, LDMV,
Mhm.
Yep.
31. Mai in Hamburg.
Bestimmt.
Which location in Hamburg is it? Is it Bambi Galore? Is it Markthalle, or is it
No, man.
what else?
No,
What else do we have?
it's a very small place because we're playing we are playing this, it's an acoustic show. It's the only acoustic show that I play in a year. And I started my career with an acoustic guitar and my best friend. So that is the way that we wanted to do. We wanted to do this. I grab. It's so special for me, man, because I am on stage with my brother, and we are playing these songs, and there's literally people coming from all around. The guy from the venue, the venue is called Maria's Ballroom. It's a
Maria's
cozy
Forum. Okay.
fucking
Ah,
place.
okay.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
very cozy place.
Oh.
I love it. The guys from there are amazing, and we
Not
play
to
the show.
not to mix it up with a ballroom Hamburg, because ballroom is another location in Hamburg. It's called ballroom. So I hope people
I
don't mix
tried.
it
This
up.
one is this is Maria's Ballroom.
Okay,
Yeah, no, the show is sold out, and everybody knows already where is it and stuff, like, so.
great, great,
It's
great,
it's
great.
it's fine. Um, but yeah, there's literally people coming, patrons coming from all around the world, man. The guy from the venue, he was just like going crazy when he saw, like, on the system, like from how many like different places we had, like, people coming to the show. There were literally, like, people from Australia, people from the US, all the way from the US, people from
Like
Mexico.
Wacken, like Wacken
Yeah,
acoustic.
like people literally, man, like it's like the LDMB acoustic
Mhm.
vacuum,
Great.
of. Yeah.
Great.
People like so this guy was just like, is this a joke, or why this like people all around like buying tickets for this
They
acoustic
couldn't they
show,
couldn't believe they
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah, yeah.
believe
They
it.
were
Yeah,
absolutely like, what the hell is going on now as well? Like,
Mhm.
these motherfuckers, they are loud as shit. Like the
yeah,
LDMV
yeah. I
people,
know, I know. I
wow.
only, only our screamer Mariola, only her
Yeah,
alone, I guess. And then we have all the people beside her. I can imagine the
yeah.
loudness. You don't need a PA actually.
No,
They all
imagine
you.
Mariola, but multiplied, like by a couple hundred. It is not. It's really, really, really insane, and the atmosphere is as well like very special for us. So now
Mhm.
this is the third year that we are going to be playing the Sanctuary, and we are going to be releasing the new record exactly on the same day. So the guys
Oh,
are going
okay.
to be able to listen to the record throughout the day, and then at night when we're playing the show, we're actually going to get to party together. They're going to get to listen to some unique versions of some of those songs, and I'm going to get to see their reactions to the music live there as well. Because we are going to be, of course, like playing it before the show and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a release show and party, and also it's also very close to my birthday, so it's a fucking like
Oh, nice.
special. Yes, actually, Ilka
So,
from Lacrimas as well. He might come to the show. It's a very, very, very unique fucking stuff.
the newest track we have from you, To Believe, is this from the
Yeah.
new album?
Yes, it's from the new album, man.
Yes.
And that one as
Okay.
well is it's a very special one, because that one has to do, I wrote that song for my mother, and I wrote
Oh,
as well that song for the community itself, because
mm-hmm.
like something so powerful as it's To Believe. I always tell my community that my mother started this dream, and then the people all around the world, which is all the LDMV community, has gotten to carry the torch, and together we're building all of this. And the chorus, for example, of that song says, could I ever make it home when the angels turns to stone? So it's this whole idea of finding your sanctuary, is this way to finding your place. uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's another part of the lyric that say, come and write me a letter, please, I will bury it in my skin, because your words would save me here when I live to believe. Which is also about how powerful it is that someone might tell you something one day, but it's going to be such a shield and motivation. It can be such a resistance for you, that might carry you through the bad times, through all the, it's that one thing that is going to make you like pierce through like the noise, and pierce through the criticism, and pierce through
Great.
all of that. So it's also a very, very special song. The whole record, man, it's a record that it's been on the making for 10 years. And obviously I've changed a lot as a person, etc. And there's like older vocals there that I record like ages ago, and newer ones, etc. It's very crazy, dude. The artwork, I work on that with my brother. We did the
Mm.
artwork all together for a couple of weeks, and it has like a whole concept about. It's a conceptual album, and there's like this whole world that it's called the epitaph. That it has a lot to do with the inner journey, that you go through figuring out yourself and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So it's really, you
Whoa.
can
So
dive super deep into it.
Mhm.
that, that's so great for the LDMV family and for all of us that maybe listen to you for the first time right now. So
Yeah,
we're gonna play To Believe, of course.
let's do
Very
it.
positive, very positive title. A lot of energy.
Everybody on the
To
chat
Believe.
saying it as well. Everybody in the chat sing it along.
Yeah,
I know that you
let's
guys know it.
go, people. To
Okay.
Believe.
Have fun. Have fun.
It's easier to feel when the sun goes down and shadows come to me. To believe, to believe. It's write my letter, please. I will bury it in my skin, 'cause your words would sail me here when I leave to believe. When the sun goes down and shadows come to believe, to believe. Could I never make it home? With the lights off and just standing in to believe, to believe. Come and write my letter, please. I will bury it in my skin, 'cause your words would sail me in here when I leave to believe. When the sun goes down and shadows come to believe, to believe, to believe.
Yes. Yes, people.
There you go.
Very
There you go.
good.
Yeah, it's a very special song. It's a very, very, very special song. And of course, like it brings memories, etc. And I feel that the community as well, like they enjoy it a lot. We're gonna get to sing it next month, and it's gonna be really cool.
At the end of May. Great.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
you're a Gemini like me,
Yes,
or you're a Taurus? Oh, I'm a Gemini as well.
my mother is
You
a
know,
Taurus actually, and that is
okay.
the reason. That is the reason why the cover
Oh,
of
wait,
the
wait.
album.
Show it into the camera. Show it into the camera. So this is the final album already?
Yeah, yeah. This is the second one.
Oh, great.
This is the one that it's
Uh,
coming the
okay.
next month, and that is
Everyone that everyone that is listening and watching is of course knowing where to go already.
yeah,
Otherwise, Less DMV is easy to find in the internet.
yeah.
Everyone who's interested, of course, they don't have to search long.
Yeah,
Wow.
most of the people
Yeah, we swept.
that's already here.
They swept sides. Yeah, Frankie, we swept sides.
Yes,
How's it possible?
yeah. It's to keep it entertaining. Yeah,
Yeah, totally,
it's a strategic
totally
thing.
entertaining. Whoa, we swept
It's very
sides.
strategic. Yeah, yeah.
By the way, Frankie, is your right arm white or black of your jacket?
Black.
All right.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
it's black, black. The deepest black.
Extra
Still a
black.
month. Still a month to wait. Yeah, but still a month to wait. No, not a month. Someone is saying a month to wait. No, yeah, almost. Yeah, you're right. You're right. End of May. So they can pre-order the album already. So it's all you all do it by yourself. So was there ever a thought about releasing it on a label and blah blah blah, all the stuff that you have with Lacrimas? Was there ever
Um,
a thought
I
about yeah
I got a like a few
an
offers.
offer?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I got a few offers because like in the very moment that that people realizes that you're somehow like doing good and stuff, obviously they look for you, like because they want to a chunk of the party. But to be honest, like we are doing pretty good by our own. It does not
Hmm.
mean that a label could not help you maybe in like some stuff, or that I would be absolutely like close that somebody, if I find like somebody who really I do feel that they have a vision, that they can do something and offer something that I cannot do by my own right at that point, and economically that it makes sense, blah 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 blah, and especially somebody that it's into the music that you're doing, and somebody who wants to help you to take that out. Maybe one day I would maybe like you consider something like that. But honestly, at this point, we are doing it pretty good by our own, so and for me, something so special that I'm making this business with my brother. I mean, it's literally also like building all of this, and for me it's very special. And also all the people that it's supporting me and stuff, like they have gotten me the opportunity to be so free. I don't compromise on my music. I release whenever that I feel like releasing. I do the music, whatever music that I want. I can invest in whatever crazy idea that I might have. Uh, and I am not, luckily, I am not obsessed with numbers, man. I am not.
Mm,
I don't operate
mm,
like, I guess, like the most basic idea of the musician. That it's like, like I want to have like millions of people on Spotify, and I want to play in front of like thousands of people, and stuff like that. And here and there, it's not really like it doesn't make me anxious. It doesn't
mm.
make me much. That is also one of the reasons why I'm able to step on stage, and whether it is like 5 people or is 10 people or is 100 or thousands or stuff like that. It's super funny because Oliver, for example, the guitar player from Lacrimas, at some point was telling
Yeah.
me like, man, like we're gonna be playing here and there and blah 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 and
Mhm.
that. And I was just kind of like, okay, like that's cool, but he was not seeing like the excitement of that sort of like, I guess, like very, I don't know, like more, I don't know, like a sort of like naive musician or whatever
Mm.
that you're overly excited about, something like that. I gotta be honest with you, man. Like for me, I love music, and I am blessed that I am able to do it as a living and to do the music that I want to make and release it and have full freedom of it. I
Mhm.
can invest in my crazy ideas. I can do this with my brother. I live comfortably,
Mm.
and learning a lot through the process, etc. For me right now, whatever else that happens, like if we keep on like growing potentially in the next couple of years and we reach more people and stuff like that, and like that is fucking amazing. And of course, like I'm
Mm.
aiming for keep on growing. But for me, I am so grateful, so happy, so fulfilled with what I have right now. For me,
To create music,
yes, man.
and
For me right now, I have everything that I need. that
mm,
that is that is that is the reason that I have as well. I have found like a different sort of like peace in my life. I've reached a point where I'm just like so fulfilled. Like personally, emotionally. I share this very special thing with my brother. The reason what I will tell you actually that I want to really like grow more is actually to reach the people, but more for kind of like being able to help them somehow, for being able
oh
that they
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a community and the music that will inspire them, and that we keep on like making this whole speech and message to put it out of there, because there are so many people out of there that they all of a sudden they join LDMV and they are like, what the fuck have all of this shit like been before, like in my life, and stuff. So the generations of patrons and the people that is supporting me right now, they're the foundation for the next generations. So exactly the same that the people who has been supporting me at the very beginning were the foundation
Mm.
for all of what is going on right now. So honestly, right now at this point in my life, I'm like so fulfilled. And we have created like we produce, me with as well, like very close friends of mine. We have gotten to do the production of all of these. We paid for it, we invest on it, we have it through our website. We are so proud of, absolutely, with the box and everything that we are making. Like we don't need bullshit, man. Like we if we want to do meet and greets and we want to meet people, etc., it's because we want to meet the people, not because I want to, like get like just bigger economically or whatever like that.
Mm.
People knows me, people believes in me, people who is connecting with what I do, they are already giving me everything that I need. They are already giving me freedom, and they are already like fueling all of these things. I don't need a corporation out of there, that would be like jumping, trying to make more money with my musical stuff like that. If that works for some other people out of there, that they don't want to do the job themselves of doing all of that, or they are more thirsty, like for getting to bigger audiences or whatever like that, fine. Like that's cool. It's just not for me. I am more for other things. I want to put out a message there for the people, for
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
gets connected with that. I am happy that I'm doing this with my brother. I'm happy with the community that I have. I'm happy growing at the pace that we're growing, at the rhythm that we're growing. As I always say, like I want to grow, but I want to grow in a proper way. What is a proper way? In the way that I do consider is a proper way. I don't want to
Naturally.
change naturally. Exactly. I want to grow like naturally, and I want to grow happy. I don't want to be a fucking wreck. And I don't want to. I want to be where I want to be. But in a way where I'm actually feeling good, also morally, with the message that I'm putting out of there for the people and stuff. So that is very
Uh,
important for me. So at this point, I don't need it, man. Again, if there is
mm,
somebody out of there from a label or whatever, that they listen to the music and they're like, man, I really fucking like what you're doing. How can I help you? Like, what do you think about this? But I am very good for reading people. So I know when somebody is just kind of like sort of like trying to bullshit you, because a lot of what these guys are trying to do most of the time is that they try to sell you a big dream. They try to sell you is like, hey
mhm.
man, we want to do something big, bro. Like we want to make like big audiences, big festivals. We want to make a lot of money here. Like we want to give you what you deserve. We want to do this and that, and just like, yeah, like that might work for somebody who is like very thirsty and very naive about these things. I have gotten my career, building it by my own with my brother, and the people that support me. So unfortunately, you cannot not bullshit me like that easily, like anymore. I produce my own videos. I edit my own videos. We shoot our own videos. We own the cameras. We own the lights. We own the studio. We pay for the production of the material things. We design our own stuff. Like we do like the accounting part of it. We set up the websites. We do the photo shootings. We edit. We do the stuff on social media. Like we fucking like do like everything. Like if there is somebody showing out of there, is like, first of all, you need to tell me, like, okay, like tell me exactly what can you do for us, that we cannot do
No,
ourselves, and why, and what is your motivation behind it. I am not saying, that money is not important and that business are not important. I am very business, actually. I'm a very, very, very business kind of person, but I don't let that compromise like my music.
your
That
music,
is
the
that is
art, yeah.
exactly, that is the reason that I
Mm.
diversify, and I'm smart in how I do all of those things. But that is what has gotten me my independence. So obviously, like at this point, it's just like, it's very, very, very hard that somebody out of there is going to be able to offer me something that we are not basically like doing ourselves. And you cannot
That's great.
trigger me through the thirst. You cannot trigger, for example, right now they're,
Mm.
they're telling me like, man, let's sign this contract, and next year you're going to be playing back, and next year you're going to be playing
Hellfest, Wacken, Grasspop.
yeah,
I,
like
I, I, it's 5 festivals.
there you
Hellfest,
go, man.
Wacken, Grasspop, Sweden Rock,
Right.
and what did I miss? Yeah. Anyway,
For a bunch of
uh,
people that might work. For a bunch of people out of there, like that might work. For me, it doesn't work. Like for me, I am so grateful and so happy to have my independence, and to have everything like the way that, like I'm just weird, bro. I'm just like, I don't know, I
And
just
just like us. This guy
yeah,
here,
and
other way. Yeah, this guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, yeah, I
you
guess
know,
you're just
we
weird.
all,
it, you
And this guy.
you
yeah,
Yeah.
you
that's
have
the
you have
reason. That's the reason that we connect, man. Like, yeah,
in,
we are just like not wired
in,
in the standard way. That's the thing.
We're not wired in the
in,
standard way, but we are connected even harder than others.
Yeah,
in
that
the
is
end,
true.
in the end of the day, Julian, you have harmony with yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, man,
And
and that is so important.
keep this as the treasure. You have to keep the harmony and not the
Yeah,
numbers.
Yeah.
That's so
yeah,
important. Like, don't let yourself fool. Don't let yourself be fooled by the promises they give you. Like,
yeah, man,
stick to your
because that is
and it's also the intuition that people forget that the intuition is always right. It's like it sounds cheesy, but it's like that. The intuition is
right.
always right.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
gut
There's
the gut
there's
the gut feeling is important. You know,
indeed,
people.
man.
What is very interesting for the people that don't know you yet, maybe that watch this, and
Hmm.
what about the LDMV family? Because somehow it's you created a sanctuary, and it's
Hmm.
also mm, you're supporting each other, and they support you because there's a Patreon. Of course, they have a membership, but they also
Hmm.
get something from you that is
Hmm.
like a private chat or something like every week. How can we imagine how the LDMV family works like? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, listen, one of my
Patreon talk or
it is yeah, of course, like you can join first of all, I want to as well as put it as a statement, like everybody who is around, whether you're a patron or not, like I have like more than open arms, like for absolutely everybody, as long as they are respectful, and they want to be part of this. But now, of course, like in LDM, you can dive as fucking like deep as you want. So one of those first steps is on Patreon, which I do describe it basically like a live documentary of building a dream. Because literally, for example, since I opened my Patreon, there is so much content over there, like live streams, etc. From even before I joined Lacrimas, there's literally a live stream somewhere there on Patreon where I announce that I'm gonna be joining Lacrimas. For example. So these guys
okay.
have literally gotten to see me from even before I was in Lacrimas, and they get to see ups and downs. I don't
But
pretend to be
where
like
did you
a.
sorry, you recorded the the you recorded something where you
There's a
announced
live
that you
stream.
joined. It was a live
Yeah, the thing
stream,
is that
and
I say it was
where
a
did
live
you
stream.
stream it? Did you stream it on Twitch or was it a Patreon live stream you did for yourself because no one was there before?
N-
Like,
No, the thing is that I open Patreon, and I am always thinking about several elements about how can I like drive that extra mile. So
mhm.
I created like an Instagram account that it's only for my patrons because of several reasons that I could tell you later. So I created this space out of there, that's very handy for the people to have it out of there. So these people from Patreon, I added them to that account on Instagram that it's only for patrons, and I was streaming. I was doing live streams. I've been doing live streams over there like for the past fucking like 5 years or 6 years or so. So imagine, like, they have seen me grow so much as a person. They have seen me
Great.
go
Yeah.
through like so many different stages of my life, like through depression, through very fucking like big hits that we have gotten. So there are live streams on that account from when we recorded Bleeding the Stars, from when we recorded How to Shroud Yourself with Night, from when I joined Lacrimas, actually. There are some actually like even shows sometimes that I've been streaming from there. So if you join paid my Patreon, like, first of all, what I'm telling to the people out of there is, like, first of all, don't join to buy extra content, because that's not the mentality that I want for people to get in there. I think that
Okay.
when you go there is because you listen to something that you like, whether it is like something that I'm telling right now or a song or whatever. There has to be something that you feel a connection. Then you jump over there, and then what you're gonna get, you get like a community, like very, very, very wide, from people all around, and you get to dive so much, so much into the story. You get to know more where I come from, like how did I build all of this fucking thing? Because man, when I arrived to Finland, I have nothing, man. I moved to Europe in very, very early in the days with literally like 50 cents. That's everything that I had. And I have one microphone, like with my backpack, I have like some of the clothes and my microphone. And that's everything. And right now we have gotten to build up. We live from the music. We have our business. We have our studio. We have our filming setup, etc. So what you get on Patreon is to literally, it's like a live documentary. And
Mhm.
what I am telling there, is like, how most of the time, more often than not, on this sort of like documentaries or whatever, you might even try to put out there like a certain image. What I'm doing here is that I'm showing you literally what it is. I'm showing you when there's like some bullshit going on, when some problems going on with something related to the industry, when something didn't work, when I'm not feeling good, where like you get to see the real shit of what is it like and how I have gotten to build all of this thing.
It's
So
like a
that is. Mhm.
it's like an everyday it's like the Osbournes with Julian, like
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
it's, yes, it's actually, is that man right now? Actually, I told you that I went to the shopping center with my brother. We got him slippers, and I posted it on this Instagram account. I posted a story on this
Mhm.
Instagram account that we bought him slippers, so the people knows that is very special because my brother uses shoes inside of the house, which for a lot of German people and a lot of people in Europe is like, why
No
does he
go.
have shoes in the house? Like that's fucking crazy.
Uh,
And it's because normally in Mexico, like you actually tend to have like your shoes on, not all the time and so on, but it's more normal. But now we got him the sleeper. So imagine the amount of detail, that you actually get to dive into,
wait,
like
wait.
who is my
Julian
brother?
Os Julian
Julian Osborne,
Osborne sounds
exactly.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Julian
All
Osborne.
right.
Exactly, and you get to know more
Mm.
about the signs. There are even like radio episodes that I have. Like, it's like a podcast that I've done with my brother, with the producer of this album, with the producer, with Ilka as well. I did an episode. So there's like
Ilker.
a bunch. There's like a bunch of content over there. I do some live streaming there. Like it's basically like if you jump into the ship with me, and it's like if you jump into the tour bus with me, so to say, and then you get to see like ups and downs and everything, from
Okay.
from building from building this.
So
That is
so
basically.
if Frankie and me would do this, we would
Yeah.
have to record ourselves every day, like like film each other, like if we come home and Frankie films each other and then we put it on Patreon, right? It's
That would
like
be
an is it like
that
an
would
everyday is it an everyday connection with your fans or with the people that join Patreon? Is it like an everyday stuff you post?
Well, I post basically on my stories. I post basically daily.
Mhm.
Of course, I am not all the time, like sharing, like, yeah, this is my breakfast, and like now this and that. Especially as well because I have gotten so busy managing all of the
Yeah, of
business
course.
that it
And
is
also
really
you have
hard.
you have a touring band as well. It's not possible. Yeah.
Exactly, it is. So it has gotten, of course, like hard on that spot, but there's a lot that I'm sharing over there. And it's, for example, right now, if we have like a little pick on what I've been posting today. I post a
Mhm.
story that today, for example, it's a little bit of my free day with my brother. Tomorrow also we have a little bit of a free day. And today I posted that I was doing that. I Even though I had like a free day, I managed to finish my workout. This is, for example, like those are the sleepers.
Mhm.
That's my brother. And there he has the there he has
Okay.
the there he has the. So another one, for
Is
example, while we've been doing this, I already
He's
told the
still,
people, it's
he's
like, hey
still
guys,
your
we are
brother.
already live.
Greetings to Carlos. He still has an endorsement by I wanted to say, like, what is the shoes? Like Converse. He has a Converse endorsement still.
Yeah,
Your brother.
yeah, yeah. Right, right. So
Cons.
for example, right now that I posted that we were already live, and then in between the songs, for example, I already post the next one.
Ah,
While you guys were playing the video and stuff.
yeah.
Ja,
I
okay.
saw that you were busy while we played the song, Frankie. Frankie, während wir den Song gespielt haben, war er aktiv, ne?
Ja, ja, hab ich schon
Now
gesehen.
Exactly,
that's so professional, man. I
Ja, ja,
admire that. It's very good.
exactly.
ja.
So
Very cool.
I am
Da
sharing
kacken
quite a
wir voll
lot
ab,
of
ey.
exactly. Yeah, because you kind of, for example, some people is gonna be watching this and so on, you know, but people
Yeah.
has like the access to
Mhm.
see. That is the reason why it's called Less DMV backstage, because it's like if you will just
Yeah.
jump with me to
Mhm.
be part of my crew
Cool.
somehow, you know, and we get to see all of these other things.
Mhm.
I'm meeting the people. Sometimes I'm partying with them, you know. They
Mhm.
have early access to the tickets of the sanctuary, for example, that right now is full, is
Mhm.
completely sold out. They got to do that. The box as well, it already got sold out. They got like the early access to all of that, you know, etc. So the amount of fucking like things that you get like being a patron is just it's like there's nobody else like doing that stuff, you know, like the way that we are doing it exactly, like there's really like no way.
I think actually, frankly, we could do that too. We just record everything we do, like except for the toilet, for the bathroom. That's forbidden. But everything
That's that
else is
extra
very
mile,
special.
bro.
It's a shitty day.
It's like
There's some things, but very few are very private. Very few are
Mhm.
private, actually, because
yeah.
we are almost the same. We are a little bit the same, I would say. Otherwise, we wouldn't talk for the third time, right, Julian? We have a
Right,
connection over here, and that's.
absolutely.
I'm very grateful for that. It makes a lot of fun and so many good vibes. And um, the next song we would play, the title is, I think it's a very good bridge what we are just talking about, because the title is called "Keep It Alive,"
Oh yeah,
and
keep it alive. Yeah.
I love it. I love
of
it. It's a
course,
great,
this is
powerful
this
song.
title. This title. Maybe you can tell us before we watch that.
Yeah, I gotta tell you a little
What
bit.
this? Yeah. What's this title about? Because we gotta keep it alive. Of course, the love, everything else. We have
It's
to
a
keep it
very
alive.
it's like
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a mantra somehow for many of us, because as I told you, like through all of this, obviously the frustration at times, the tiredness, the burned out, like really like one day that we grab a beer and we talk, man, I tell you a little bit more of my story. Like it really has not been easy. It has been a lot of sacrifices, a lot of effort. Just for example, so that you have an idea, like I haven't seen my mother in about like 6 years, for example. I was very separated with my brother, you know, and everybody that I love, like for such a long time, etc. So there are times when your face is right like eating dirt, you know, and like you feel like you have no more strength to go, etc., you know. But this song is that sort of like mantra, you know, of exactly like keep on going, because through keep on going, there is a point where things are gonna you're gonna jump to the next level. That's what has happened with LDMV. I've been holding for so long, you know, and working and keep on going and stuff, that at some point something clicks. In that very moment when
Mm.
something clicks and you step into the next level, you know, that gives you more security. And then you keep on going, and then you hit the next level, and then all of a sudden you realize that that's how life works. And if you're resilient enough, and if you have like this resistance, you know, so keeping something alive, it's this mantra, it's this idea. And there's, for example, some people in the community that has the tattoo, has it tattooed, keep it alive, as a reminder, of keep on going, yeah, these guys know it over there. Sometimes even, for example, one of my close friends as well, and a person that works with us as well, Karina, is like my personal assistant. She
Here's
told
the
me
Corina.
to kisses to Karina.
Grüße
She
an
asked
Corinna.
me to write it on paper, and she has it tattooed because through everything that she's going, etc., it became like a very powerful mantra for her as well. Like to keep on going. So those kind of things are just like very, very valuable. And the lyrics as well of Keep It Alive as well talk a lot about the criticism. It starts saying like, again, this motherfucker is going on my neck. So it's like all of these people, like all of this criticism and all of that people that it's just going to want to take you down and shit on you and like take away all validation from you. It's, for example, I've been working so hard. I had so many sacrifices, not only from me, from my brother, from my mother, etc. And then there can be like a fucking punk out of there that is just like, I don't like your face, I don't like the way you talk, like
You're
your music,
You're a
shit.
poser.
Right. So
Yeah,
they just
right.
try to somehow like take that, So the lyrics of Keeping Alive as well have to do with that, and it's always like like portraying like this strength. And it's a video that we shoot in Helsinki,
In Helsinki, I was there for actually. Oh,
of
you're
course,
frozen,
which is my
right?
home.
You're a little bit
Yeah,
frozen right
Rome.
now. Yeah,
Well,
I was
now
there
I'm better.
in Helsinki for a listening session of Children of Bodom. Maybe I recognize
Right.
the part where you shot it, if it wasn't
Yeah.
out of Helsinki.
Mhm.
Of course, I love Helsinki. I love Finland because the people are so madly into metal music. I loved it so much back then. In the corner bar, they were dancing on the tables to Manowar, which was
Yeah.
very, even for a German guy, it was very special for me.
Yeah.
Because so I love Finland, of course,
Yeah.
and yeah, I would
This one-
rap to my brother, Frankie. Just play Keep It Alive right now.
Keep it alive.
Play it.
Let's keep it
Yes.
alive.
Keep it alive. Keep it alive.
Play it loud.
Keep it alive, cause it has just begun. 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 Let's go, my people going on my neck. If I'm running, look too good, skip or simply get away. Come on, just run a little longer, 30 miles away. Keep progressing, going down the spirit like a third red. Give it a line. Give it up, give it up. Give it a line. Give it up, give it up. We're ready to storm and crush again against the walls. We're running out, running out. We're broken love. We're broke again against the walls. We're running out, running out. The life gets it has just begun. Keep the life gets it has just begun. Keep the life gets it has just begun. Keep the life gets it has just begun. You are better, I'm on this place. It's just a little complicated, but a fact to embrace. Get up, just start a record and jump in a little face. Come on, let it go, just give it all a sip and time to rest. Give it a line. Give it up, give it up. Give it a line. Give it up. We're ready to storm and crush again against the walls. We're running out, running out. We're broken love. We're broke again against the walls. We're running out, running out. Is this just superstition or just a mental fact? thought that I would see you so lonely, but you're here with me tonight. Is this just superstition, or just a mental fact? Never thought that I would see you so lonely, but you're here with me tonight. Alright, keep the light, cause it has just begun. 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 On the sentimental fight, and I'll follow the same song. You're here with me tonight.
Great
Oi,
stuff.
oi, oi.
Whoa.
Oi, oi, oi.
Great
Keep it
Yeah,
stuff.
alive.
Great stuff.
Yes. Yeah,
Are
it has a
you
lot of
here?
energy.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes,
Okay. Okay,
can
great.
hear you.
Very
Can
great.
hear you.
Keep it alive. This is like for life itself. It's a timeless line, I would say. You
It's
keep
yeah,
swapping places. Yeah,
yes.
it's we have to keep you alive, people. No, we're swapping places at least. What else
Yeah.
can we do? What else can we do? Buy the LDMV album, of course. You already pre-ordered it, I guess. So
Yeah, a
what else
bunch of
can we
people.
do to entertain you?
There's a bunch of people that they already pre-ordered their album. And actually
Take a look.
the res
This is
ones,
great, right?
they
Is
look
this
great,
great?
dude.
Oh man, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Still, Julian, this is like a one-time jacket. I cannot give it to you,
One time
unfortunately.
jacket.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, one
But
time
maybe I give
jacket.
it to you anyway. Maybe I give it to you anyway if you wear it on stage. But I guess no.
I could wear it on stage one day. Maybe
Mm,
we can borrow each other
yeah.
our jacket for a bit.
I, Mariola, thank you. She loves the jackets.
I love your
That's great.
jacket, God.
We hope we hope we hope to see you, Mariola, very soon. Yeah, this is the time for the family, of course. Tell us something that we should ask Julian that you didn't ask him anyway already before. This would be very interesting. So put your thoughts in the comments. Jacket swap. Okay, jacket swap.
Oh,
This would be the next generation of AI. It's not there yet, but maybe in 5 years we can swap the jackets in between the. I can send it to Julian within a minute.
imagine that. Imagine that.
I don't know. I don't
Nah,
know. I don't know. It's already on the
it's
way,
getting so
actually.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy. It's
getting
like
so
the, the,
crazy
the
with the
IQ is
AI.
already 160, so let's see what's coming next. But we have.
Really?
I
Wow.
think I think we're on the same level that we take life as an opportunity and we enjoy it. So we enjoy the moment and we are not afraid of what's coming because as long as we are creative and positive, we can change
Right.
the course of it. We can change the course of the future. So
Right. It's actually very curious that you mentioned that because today I was thinking about it because I know that a bunch of people is just like very very afraid of it, or some people it's just like overall very rejecting towards it. And of course it brings a bunch of things that are not I guess that they shouldn't be used in that way. Like there's a bunch of people like trying to do scams and using these voices and stuff. Like there has been like people sending messages to my patrons with my using my voice on AI and etc. But I feel and for example, I got a comment the other day in one of my Instagram posts that says something like, "Stop using AI," just because I fucking like post like anime version of one of my pictures or something like that, which clearly was made with
Yeah.
AI. But I feel that there's like really like a bunch of people like concerned with this. But as you said, like, to be honest, I feel that as long as you are creative and you're open to evolution and you keep on figuring out what comes next for yourself, inside of in a world that it's changing constantly. Because
Mhm.
if we want to have done that, like there has been so many different changes technologically during these years. So obviously we need to as well find our place in a way with new technology and all of these kind of things. And for some people as well, it can be just like a creative tool. Like you can use all of those things, or just should try to use them in a way where it's just like a tool for you to keep on like getting creative and to evolving.
Mhm.
So I feel that, of course, like it always have its downsides, but a bunch of the things that
I,
are out of there, and they have been out of there for a long 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 fucking time,
yeah, exactly.
they have their
If
downsides. So
people, it's always the way that you use the stuff, because if
yeah,
people think that I don't want to use ChatGPT because it's evil, and
yeah,
then they use Google, and they don't
yeah,
know that it's all the same because the AI is behind Google as well a long time
right,
ago, but you just don't know about it. So
right.
uh, it's it's the way that you use this kind of stuff that are not dependent on it, and that you're still for yourself, and then that you have your moments without all the stuff, and stay
Absolutely, man.
real.
It's like if
Yeah,
it wouldn't be because of technology, I wouldn't have been able to build up my career as well. Like if
that's
somebody has a
that's
computer
that's a yin
and
yang.
internet,
That's a yin yang principle. The yin yang
yeah,
principle. The good and the bad. It's always
yeah,
like
yeah, it
this.
always
Yeah.
gonna come with its downside, and a bunch of people that they are gonna use that in the worst way and stuff. But the tool it's right there. And for example, like somebody can have the computer over there, and they can just like spend it looking for the worst content that they can possibly get or whatever. And there's some other people that they are gonna try to learn a bunch of things. I have learned literally about acoustics, about production,
Mm.
about filming, about editing, about like basically everything that I've done in my career. I have learned it through the internet. Through the internet is that as well, that I have gotten to connect with so many beautiful people around the world, etc. So the tool is just like right there. The way that you use it, it's just like up to you. And everything comes with fucking downsides. Social media comes with downsides, comes with a lot. It has changed so much through the algorithms, etc. In the previous topics that we had, like we are able to build up our bubbles, in our own little worlds.
Mhm.
And that's the reason that there's like so it's getting like so polarized in between the speeches
Mhm.
and people, and there's like so much intolerance and stuff. In the other way, through social media, you can also like connect with a fuckload of like super cool people, and then find out that maybe you are not so alone, like with your own feelings as you thought, because there's like some other people out of there that they feel in a similar way to you, or you get to discover new music and things like that. So I feel that it's a lot of how you use those tools, how you take the best out of what is coming there. And one thing that
Yeah.
is very clear is that technology, we are not going to be able to stop technology.
No.
Technology
No.
and the
No.
world has been evolving just the fucking way that it does. And there's nothing that we can actually like really truly do about that. it's gonna be more about like how to find our place in a world that it's just like constantly changing.
Hey, some thoughts get out to Brittany. Every few minutes, she's getting kicked out by Facebook. But actually, we are very happy about Facebook because we get no limits about playing music. It seems
Okay.
so. Facebook is getting a little bit more free, no
Okay.
matter how they do it. But of course, I'm very sad for you if you get kicked out. And thanks for your patience to get back in here in the stream. And for all the people who missed the stream, of course, tomorrow evening on YouTube. Let's just promote our channel again because we had to open up a new channel, Scream for Metal Show. Thanks for joining in there, of course. And about the jacket stuff, you know, is still an undisclosed chapter here, and the people want you to have a jacket, another jacket. And how do we manage?
And
Wait a second. I have to search the comments because I read something. Where was it? You keep swapping places, yeah? About the jacket. We have to get you a jacket like this. We have to connect you with the Rock Cinderellas. Is it the name? Cinderellas? Rock Cinderellas? Frankie?
Yes.
Is it their name, yeah? So what
perfect.
about
Then I can get contact.
if we make Julian the same jacket, but only not with a Scream for Metal back patch, of course with an LDMV back patch. What about this idea?
Oh man,
This would be the cool
you're
thing.
giving me my fix, you know, of like I just told you at the very beginning of the stream that I'm addicted to jackets. Now you put one jacket with the LDMV sign in my head and those colors. Like wow.
Let's
Shit.
let's do this. Not just with the LDMV on the back. Yeah. We connect you with this.
Yes.
We stay in contact and we discuss about the jacket thing. All right.
Sounds perfect, dude.
Of course, your family is the reason for this discussion. Of course.
Yeah, these guys.
Okay,
As I told you, like,
Mariola is saying, "Hey, Anders, wir wollen ihm so eine Jacke machen." Okay. You do that.
There it is.
You do that. Mariola, I connect you with a contact to the Rock Cinderellas, and you do the rest, of course. I have to tell you because it's no secret. It's a very, very normal, usual stuff from EMP Gothicana. It's of course
Gotcha. Yeah.
the basic Gothic line from EMP, right? Gothicana.
Yeah.
So it's a normal jacket, and you can pimp it with a Rock Cinderellas. So let's do it for him. And Frankie will meet Julian on the Herzfeldsee festival.
Right.
Maybe already with the same jacket. This would be awesome.
Oh, imagine that. When is that festival? When is that festival?
Or in June, I guess.
In June.
Rock am Herzfeldsee, yeah, June.
Yeah. In June.
Yeah.
Well,
In
guess
June,
what?
yeah.
My brother is gonna be there, so you're gonna get to meet him as well.
Carlos.
Carlos is gonna be there. Like, so we're gonna get to meet.
Carlos.
By the way, Frankie, did Julian already sign the toilet door in your mobile camper?
Yeah.
Did he sign it already or
he
not?
signed, yeah. We have a door. It's signed.
Oh my
Did
God.
he sign it already? Na, hat er schon signiert oder nicht?
Nee, muss
Okay.
Noch nicht.
If somehow possible for
Nicht,
you in your itinerary, you have to come to the mobile camper of Scream for Metal. It's a black mobile home.
Yeah.
And you have to sign the toilet door on which bands like Rose Tattoo, Saxon, and everyone signed. They signed the
Perfect,
door
man.
already. So
Perfect.
you have to get there.
Hey, listen, like it's the dream come true. Like if somebody's asking you to sign a toilet door, is like, I'm gonna be there.
That's-
I'm gonna skip
That's the
dinner. I'm
goal.
gonna skip everything. Yeah. I'm gonna be looking through the festival for you guys so that I can sign the toilet door. You got it.
Great. You will arrange that, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm telling you, bro, right now, there's no way I'm not leaving that festival without signing that door.
Okay, Frankie, also wir haben es jetzt gerade arrangiert. Ich weiß nicht,
Ja,
was du jetzt
okay.
gerade machst, Frankie. Du siehst sehr busy aus. Aber
That,
there it
that's
is. Yeah.
excellent. Vegan
that's
ass
the
over
trailer.
there. I love it.
Vegan Asses. This is the Vegan Asses mobile home.
yeah.
And
Perfect.
You can
Anyone-
write the
anyone-
door.
in May,
Anything.
in May, I
And
will
write
join
the door
the.
and anything else.
100% in. 100% in. You
So-
got it.
So, unfortunately, I will not be joining on the Herzfernseh festival, but I will be with Frankie in this mobile home somehow in May on the Rock and Lock festival. Maybe someone is there with Pretty Mates, Fighter 5, and we have other bands. What else? What else do we have? I don't know. Great festival. Anyway, you will arrange this, you will stay in contact, and you will come to this mobile camper if anyhow possible, Julian, please.
Certainly,
do
yeah.
that.
Certainly.
And,
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna take a picture.
And we have one more song left, and I would leave it to the community, to the LDMV family, and you to decide which one we are playing. We have two possibilities. We have Disarmed or Obsession, and this is very tough, I know, because all that you put out is great, of course, but we play one of those. So
I'm
people,
gonna.
let's
What does the
write it
people
down.
say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people, write down in the comments Obsession or Disarmed. So the first comment was Mika. Cheers to Mika. First comment, Disarmed.
I think so.
Obsession. So it's 1-1. Elisa, Obsession. Because Charles is there. Hey, he's called Carlos. Carlos. Corazon. Cerveza, Carlos. Yeah, okay. Disarmed. Obsession.
Carlos is in.
I count in my mind. I'm sorry, but Disarmed is in the front at the moment. Oh, okay, Mariola. Mariola is always like putting
she
some
loves Obsession.
emotion. Mariola is always putting some emotional extra in the comment, you know?
Yeah. She's
Difficult.
such a lovely person. Such a
Lovely person, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Disarmed. But to be true, no, Mariola, this doesn't count. You not again.
Obsession. Oof. The battle is hard, huh?
No, it's not hard. Obsession. I'm sorry to
Whoa.
say, but we have Obsession.
Okay, let's go with Obsession.
Okay. Play it loud,
Do it.
people.
Let's do
go.
it.
Have fun.
I'm craving those moments in my mind. Got lost in your lips while fully entwined. At first it was like I'm alright. The second time that I am fine. The third one I got lost into your eyes. I'm falling now. You're in my life and I can't hide. I found my new obsession. How can just one smile light up the dark? I found my we're drifting in shadows side by side. skin of lust and wine. At first it was like I'm alright, the second time said I am fine, the third one I got lost into your eye. I'm falling now, you're in my life, and I can't hide. I found my new obsession. How can just one smile light up the dark? I found my new obsession. 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 Now you're in my life and I can hide. How can just one smile light up the dark? I found my new obsession. Got lost in your lips while fully entwined. I found my new obsession. Got drunk on your skin, love, lust and wine. I found my new obsession.
Oh.
Great song.
It's
Great
acoustic.
voice.
It's acoustic version. We call it the Sanctuary version, actually, and that was from last year. And we actually recorded it, like shoot it in this room.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I was recording it with my brother over here.
Cool.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Anders, can you hear me?
But he has his
Hello?
microphone mute. Those technical situations, I always love them so much.
Yeah.
But lovely,
we
lovely,
have
lovely.
another meeting in here. Metal Night.
Where is that one?
It's nearby my hometown.
Okay.
In September. In September.
Got it. September, man.
Yeah.
That's
27.
it's gonna be. Man, what was the last show that you watched?
Mm-hmm.
When was
Don't
Frankie?
hear
When was the last
anything.
show that you watched? Van.
27.9. Achso, wann ich dich letztes Mal gesehen habe.
Genau, ja.
Bei Ruck am Hausfeldsee
I
2000.
don't hear anything
Oh.
right at now. Do you
Wow.
hear me?
2000
Yes.
dann wart ihr da
Ja.
22.
Okay,
23.
you can hear me, but I
Only.
don't hear you.
Yeah.
So strange.
But you can hear Frankie?
Let me just check. Quickly.
Yeah.
something in Herzfeldsee. Yeah, that was a while ago.
2022.
I think so. Glaub schon.
Yeah.
That was a while back.
No.
Yeah,
Das war's.
yeah. Yeah, that was a while ago.
Wir hören dich, Andreas. Ich höre dich. Hörst du mich? Okay. I think we make music. I have a special Lacrimas Profundere, Shimmering.
Shimmering.
Genau.
Got it. Let's do it.
Yes.
What a good
Can you
day.
hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I don't hear
I
you.
can hear
Oh,
you.
man.
Houston, we have a problem.
So bad. So bad.
Looks
Crazy.
like
Crazy.
it's crazy. We can hear you, but you
Mhm.
cannot.
Kannst du
I don't
uns
know,
hören?
like
You
this,
guys.
the lovely like
So, can you
technical
hear me
problem.
right now? I don't
Yes.
hear you.
Yes.
Ja.
Hello. All right. I have to check out. I have to check something else.
Yeah, every time that there's like some things like actually even before when I was joining the stream, I also have a little issue with something. That's the reason that I came into the like online backstage or so, and then I had to go out again because I had exactly a problem with the audio as well. It just freaking happens. Like every time that you're doing something like that, something online, and always fucking happens. Now we can hear you. Now we cannot hear you. And do you guys normally do the shows here on Facebook or
Yes.
on YouTube? Because I knew that you guys were doing it on YouTube mostly, no? It's the first time that I see that it's on
Yep.
Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, most of the time you do it
And
here
we have problems of YouTube with the live thing.
with the music. No,
Yeah. Yeah. What with the music. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, because I well with the I don't know what is exactly the problem, because if it's like copyright or so, in theory,
Mhm.
like there shouldn't be like
Mhm.
any problem with LDMV
Mhm.
music. With Lacrimas maybe yes, but with LDMV there shouldn't be any problem. But yeah, it's the first time that I actually like get to somehow like do something live on Facebook. I didn't even exactly know how it works or so. So it's interesting. But you guys are gonna put it tomorrow on YouTube, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and once that you upload it, then you don't have problems with the music.
Yeah. Right.
With got it,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mostly like on the backstage stream, and I'm on Twitch as well, which we actually like we probably gonna stream on Sunday. But I was
Mhm.
looking as well like at the StreamYard interface the other day, because you guys streaming with like a different. You guys stream in a different way that I do. I do it through another software and stuff. Uh, but yeah, the only crazy thing about like being here like this is that I cannot see the chat.
Mhm.
Where can I see
Mhm.
the chat?
That's terrible.
Let's say
I play music, no,
let's
and I hope Andras is coming back. Okay.
let's amen. Yep.
Yep.
But your microphone seems to be mute.
Oh, hey, my friends.
There, I
Ah.
can hear you. There, you're back.
Sorry, I'm back. Back for
No
attack.
worries.
But
What
Frankie
is?
wanted to play music, so let's play music
Let's go for it.
a little
I
bit.
have
Yeah.
a special song found from a new version from the Lost Boys soundtrack.
Lost Boys.
It's
No, I give you.
Cry Little Sister. It's a great number.
I was
Okay.
thinking about 69
I hear.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Lost
Nee,
Boys.
das nicht. Ja.
Achso.
It's a cool thing. Cry Little Sister from
Let's check
Lost
it out.
Boys from the movie.
Lyric Noel.
Right.
Last fire will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Strangers look on. When will they learn this loneliness? Temptation heat beats like a drum deep in your veins. I will not lie, sister. Come to your brother. Yeah. Unchain me, sister. Love is with your brother. My Shangri-La, I can't forget why you were mine. I need you now. Cry, sister. Come to your brother.
Hello.
Hey,
There
are
you
you?
are.
Hello, welcome
Yeah,
back.
welcome back. We hear each other. Yeah.
Yes, man. Finally,
Oh,
no.
so good, so good. Sorry about that. It's like the technique, you know. Sometimes it fucks up, but
I know that
actually,
pretty well.
we we are always positive, right? We are
Right,
always optimistic. So,
that's rock and roll.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Just yes, no, I don't know. I don't know if it was yesterday, but like one day ago or so, like I was doing another interview, and there was like something going on with the recording and stuff like that. And this guy was like, "Hey, man, like I'm so sorry" and stuff like that. And I was like, "Bro, like don't even mind, like don't worry, you know." Like I think that's something that we sort of like overly stress like about these sort of like things, like way too much. It's just like no, bro. Like that is one of the beauty that's one of the beauties of life, you know. Like it just
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah,
happens, and I don't know. It's just
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, and it has happened to me
And
like so many times.
and you know, the people in the chat, they love it so much. I found my new obsession and so on. I mean,
Yeah.
I cannot count the hearts actually. If I go down in the comments, ooh,
No, I mean, and you know
I,
what is like also the thing, what I was thinking before is that the show is actually on Facebook, and unfortunately, I
mm,
feel that a bunch of the people that is following and stuff like that, they don't necessarily know how to find it, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So a
yeah,
bunch of them, they probably were not able to be here, you
yeah.
know, like tonight or so, as we're normally like not that used to like Facebook and stuff. But I I
It's an old social media stuff. Facebook is old, and of course,
it's
uh,
I'm old.
you know,
I'm old
uh,
too.
therefore, 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 we have the show on YouTube on Saturdays in the evening. So we have a
mhm.
live chat there as well. Of course, we are not live in this place, but people can communicate in live chat tomorrow morning or Saturday evening in
Uh-huh.
YouTube. And of course, it's a problem, but we have to do it this way because some might don't know it. We got canceled by YouTube because we were playing live videos. So
Mhm,
they
Mm,
canceled us for
mhm,
playing live videos.
mhm.
It's like a DJ or a VJ if we play live videos. It's
mhm.
like regarded as an interference in the copyright stuff.
Copyright,
So
yes.
Mhm.
so
Yeah, yeah.
if we play the recording of the show, it's okay, but it's not okay if we play live videos of yours for
Got it.
whatever reason, right? So
Got it.
I
Got it.
don't know.
Yeah, there's out there. It gets very tricky.
Yeah. So
I'll try to
Christina,
go on YouTube.
we will meet again tomorrow on YouTube or today, whenever we will watch this. So um,
Du kannst ja auch Julian erklären, dass wir ja die Labels, also die haben uns ja white gelistet und wir
yeah,
sind trotzdem
yeah.
gesperrt worden. Ja, muss man auch dazu sagen.
So what Frank is just telling us, before our before the before the deletion of our channel, actually, we were asking the labels about if they do
Uh-huh.
whitelist, if they whitelist us, but they had no other way.
Uh-huh.
They confirmed that they whitelist us, but nevertheless we got
Yeah.
canceled by YouTube for whatever
Mhm.
reason. So we don't know it by ourselves. So we just keeping on doing our stuff, and we continue with
Right.
another account or with another account and so on. We just continue. So it doesn't matter.
Keep it alive, bro.
Yeah, keep it alive, keep it
That's
alive.
Yes,
By the
man.
way,
Something.
by
wait
the
a
way,
second. I have to. I wait a second. I have to answer.
oh, you have to answer. What is his answer, by the
He
way?
ordered. I don't know. He ordered a pizza.
Something very important?
Yeah.
Hell
Wow.
yeah!
I haven't seen one of
Hell
those in a while. Oh my god. I need one of those so I can go on stage with that like more often than not. That's
May I show you
solid.
one finger? One important
Yes.
finger. Yeah,
You guys really have like very good sorts of merchandising over there. I like it.
we have
That's
a
all
lot
the
of
attitude.
merchandise.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
I'm,
don't
I'm,
exactly.
to-
start. Don't start, Julian. Julian,
I'm
Frank,
totally
it's
crazy, Julian.
obsession,
Man,
obsession, obsession.
I have
By the way, we have
every
another song
yeah.
that's called Obsession, right?
uh,
It's kind of his obsession. We have a this is a
yeah,
pillow.
the pillow. The
There's a
Pillow.
pillow.
Yeah.
pillow, the normal stuff, but it's only the normal stuff. What else do we have here? I don't know. Frank has everything from a foot like a mat for
Yeah.
putting your shoes on.
Mhm.
Man,
Take a look.
they get the people gets very fascinated with the merge. Like the
Mhm.
more that that we're growing in all of this. For example, right now we have already like the prototype of like a plushie, like a
Mhm.
plushie with my of mine. And the people as we are, they were like,
Oh,
"Oh my god, like that one is yeah, I want that one," and stuff like that. There's a lot of merchandise, and they are like asking me, like for towels and like
whoa!
dresses and like everything, man, like everything that you could imagine. So it's like this
Just do
LDMV
it.
mania. Yes, yes, yes,
Just
yes,
do
yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes.
Mhm.
As I recently saw the Nike Just Do It, but only the logo, not Just Do It, like not like you, and it was the other way around, like not like you
Mhm.
with an X or
Yeah,
something. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. You
Uh,
can get so creative with merch. That's a beautiful
yeah,
thing
you
of
can
it.
get very
Mhm.
creative, and it's the most important thing if you don't have a label. I think merchandise and touring is the two things that are important, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Gigs and
There are so
merch.
many ways.
Yeah,
I think that
more
there are
ways.
so many ways. Yeah, but of course, like those are some of the most known ones. But there, I guess that there are like many different ways to go to
Uh,
that. But
but
definitely, people loves the merch.
okay, okay. By the many ways, can you read this?
Ja, amigos brauchen VHS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you understand it? BHS.
Yeah.
BHS
No,
means
what is because it's in German, no? So
Uh,
they need
yeah, yeah, okay,
Underwear.
got it.
Underwear.
Yes,
Underwear.
imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like LD, and then in the other one, MB.
MB. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's getting way
Or
out of
two
hand, I
epitaphs.
guess. The merch discussion, but we love it. And Frankie, of course, is a merch obsessed. He knows everything. He has every contact. So
I'm
if you
telling you,
have
everybody
any
has their
problems with
obsessions.
if you have any problems with merchandise, call Frankie. We will find a deal. Okay? He has every contact
I make it.
regarding slip mat for the vinyl player, back patch,
Yeah,
everything like stickers, blah, all
yeah.
that you can imagine. Like not helicopters, of course, but we are on it.
I was just aiming
Not
for
yet,
those ones.
not yet, not
Okay,
yet, not yet.
eventually, eventually.
Um, so so this is not the end, of course, because you're always a guest here and we're always connected.
Yeah.
This is just the end of our third talk, and
Mhm.
I would say we have one. Did we play Disarmed or Obsession? I think we
Obsession.
played Obsession. So anyway, you get Disarmed as well. This will be the last song of Less DMV, and we welcome Julian in a near future again for another talk, of course, because we belong together as a family, like Less DMV family belongs together. Very
Yeah, man.
grateful to have you here. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
And
Thanks a
you
lot to you
people
guys.
out there, stay positive, and we love you. Anyway,
We see us.
Thank you
We
so
see us
much,
in
guys.
Germany.
Thanks.
Julian, all the best.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Take care. Thanks a lot for taking the time and for being so sweet, for being so honest. It's really refreshing. I feel that we need more channels like yours, and we need to keep on like firing up the people, to do things a little bit differently. And yeah, that's the reason that we get to connect like so well. The community, thanks to everybody who was on the chats. For me, a little bit weird to not being able to read the chat, but thank you so much to every single fucking one that was over here. If there were like some new people, that just like happened to listen to all of this crazy stuff and so on as well, like thank you so much for being here. Yeah, to everyone. Now I get to see the chats. Thank you so much, guys. Send you
Love,
lots
big
of love,
love.
brother. Send you lots of love.
Goes.
Take care. We
Love
talk
and
about
love.
the toilets, signing the toilet door.
The signing
Let's
We talk
on
about the
Herzfratze.
jacket.
Herzfratze.
Yeah.
Welcome, Hausfeld, say we see us,
Yeah,
Julian.
yeah.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
That's it.
Lovely, man. Then
All
take
the
care,
best.
and we see you there.
Stay
Thank
Have a
you,
sick.
great
guys.
time.
Stay
Have a
sick,
great,
man.
have a
Bye,
great
bye, bro.
time.
Have a good one, man.
Bye. Disarmed.
Have fun with Disarmed.
Absolutely.
Staring at the faces you can't even trust. The ones who love you once, then kill you in your sleep. There's questions in the mirror, they can't be decoded. The answers are not here, and it's clear to see. Disarmed by you, disarmed by sorrow, disarmed in hell, disarmed by you, disarmed by me. There's memories and secrets that I can't recall. Am I the lonely one? It's getting hard to breathe. I curse the moment when I took the road. I'd pray for someone just to take me home. What does that even mean? Disarmed by you, disarmed by sorrow, disarmed in hell, disarmed by you, disarmed by me. Disarmed by the fear of tomorrow, disarmed in hell, disarmed by you, disarmed by me. I'm leaving you behind, now it's time for you to understand that I'm sick and tired every night. The way I hope for a little bit of light, just to find a way for me to rise. All the pleasures moving every night, even as I was, disarmed by sorrow, disarmed in hell, disarmed by you, disarmed by me, disarmed by the fear of tomorrow, disarmed in hell, disarmed by you, disarmed by me, disarmed in hell, disarmed by you, แบบนี้
Ganz rausgehauen. Ja, krass. Alright, people. Alright, people. Hat sich ganz rausgehauen.
Ja, genau, leider. Also kann man
Ähm,
mich hören? Kann man mich hören?
ich hör dich, ja.
Sehr gut, sehr gut.
Ich höre dich.
Okay, alles klar, ich höre euch auch. People,
Das
are you
ist nicht
ready?
gut.
Das war so cool.
Mega, Mensch. Julian ist einfach mega. Der ist
Ja,
nicht zum umsonst das 3. Mal bei uns. Ja.
genau. Das sage ich auch immer. Leute, die so oft zu uns kommen, die sind natürlich irgendwie special. Also irgendwas ist daran, dass wir die immer neu einladen. Das ist halt Family irgendwie. Und
Also das cool wäre ja wirklich, wenn das mit der Jacke, das kriegt man hin. Müssen halt bei eine kaufen. Ich hoffe, dass es die noch gibt bei EMP. Und
na
dann
klar,
und dann kann man ja der Rock Cinderella sagen, die soll es so machen wie unsere.
also Mariola, wenn mir nicht alles täuscht,
Von
die wollen,
LDMV hinten drauf. Oder
Also
wir machen einen Stream von Metal
wir
Patch
machen-
drauf.
wir machen da gar nichts, Frankie, sondern die LDMV Family macht da was.
Ja,
Also
klar, schon verstanden.
Gothicana EMP, schreibt euch das mal rein. Da gibt's die Schwarz-Weiß-Jacke, ne?
Genau,
Die wir
Genau.
so haben.
genau.
Und da könnt ihr ihm natürlich eine weitere Jacke machen, die unter seinen 50 dann gar nicht untergehen wird. Mit dem neuen Logo. Also jedes Jahr gibt es, glaube ich, ein neues Logo, so wie ich es verstanden habe.
Der Gag ist ja an der Geschichte, dass ich Jeansjacken und Kutten selber gemacht habe, die genauso geil aussehen. Aber wie soll ich sagen? Eigentlich hätte ich es gar nicht machen müssen. Ich hätte es können auch selber machen, aber ich hatte jetzt einfach keine Zeit dazu.
Mhm.
Und ich fand
Na
das jetzt
klar.
so cool. Ich hab auch die Wäsche, wo ich jetzt anhab, haben die auch die Rock Cinderellas gemacht. Sieht auch total geil aus. Und eine Jeansjacke haben sie auch noch gemacht.
Zeig mal. Rock Cinderellas. Rock Cinderellas. Nochmal zur Sicherheit hier gepostet.
Ja.
Genau, da ist auch eine Weste. Ja, richtig geil. Also Julian, Hammer-Typ, natürlich. Und danke, dass ihr zugeschaut habt, beziehungsweise dass ihr so aktiv wart. Diese Family ist absolut beneidenswert.
Cool,
Diese
dass
Connection.
das interessant ist ja, dass das alles so funktioniert bei ihm. Das finde ich das Spannende. Also das muss ich erst mal
Ja,
hinkriegen. So, weißt du, diese
Auch
Esther,
mit dem Bruder natürlich, ne?
ja. Das wollte ich vorher immer noch sagen. Carlos ist ja ein Spanier ohne Auto.
Carlos. Let's walk. Carlos, let's walk. What do you think? Let's walk. Okay, Carlos.
Also ich
Sehr
würde
gut,
sagen,
sehr
wir
gut.
haben jetzt Freitagabend.
Okay, Christina fand es auch ziemlich lustig, was du. Also,
Christina habe ich
Respekt.
übrigens getroffen. Christina habe ich getroffen im Wonderland 13 in Ulm.
Wonderland 13
Durch Zufall, ja.
bei meiner lieben,
Haben
wie
wir
heißt die
Klamotten
noch?
angeschaut,
Die
meine Frau
Chefin.
und ich. Wir waren da beim Essen oder sind danach zum Essen, waren wir noch Freund beim Essen, weiß gar nicht mehr, egal. Da ist immer so viel Alkohol dazwischen.
Ja, es kann sein. Ne?
Und, und dann sind wir in Wonderland rein und dann biegt sie um die Ecke ab, dann guckt sie mich an. Wir kennen uns. Frankie, sie ich auch gleich, klar. Julian Larre, sofort da gewesen, ist krass. War total witzig. Was ich jetzt eigentlich sagen wollte, wir brauchen jetzt einen Freitagabend, was Geiles, weißt du. Ich habe jetzt voll Bock auf den Song.
Jetzt geht's richtig los.
Ja,
Leute,
jetzt machen
wir haben ja
Stimmung machen, ein bisschen.
Also ich muss jetzt eins sagen. Heute heute kam ein neuer Ghost-Song raus und
Den spiele ich aber jetzt noch nicht.
Tobias Forge von Ghost ist der
Ja.
beste Songwriter, den dieses Jahrhundert jetzt gerade hat. Also an
Ja
Hardrock
gut,
oder
der Sänger von Nightflight Orchestra ist auch nicht schlecht. Also da muss man auch.
der ist auch cool. Ja, okay, da will ich überleiten. Okay, der Björn Friedrich. Okay, dann kommt es später.
Björn,
Aber ich wollte ja
Björn
nur
heißt er, gell?
Die Gemeinde sagen, wenn ihr noch zuschaut, wir haben einiges vorbereitet. Wir hauen das jetzt raus und wir hoffen, dass wir trotzdem live bleiben. Und neuer Ghost-Song, genial, kommt später noch, kommt jetzt noch.
Kommt
Also
auch danach, nach dem.
Und
Aber ich habe jetzt Bock. Ich
das,
habe da
was
das
du
ist so ein
jetzt
geiler
hast,
Übergang.
ist,
Es
ja.
hat dieses ganze, auch dieses Urheberrecht, Scheißdreck, tralala, und darum passt der Titel mega. You Can't Kill My Rock and Roll von
You
Heartless.
can't kill my rock and roll. Also, viel Spaß,
Viel
Leute.
Spaß damit.
I wanna
Yes. Andreas, who you
Oh,
are?
ich höre nichts. Ich höre nichts. Wow.
Für den Tommy, die machen normal einen richtig geilen Kick-Ass
Okay,
Rock'n'Roll
hört ihr
Sound.
mich?
Ich höre dich.
Ja, sehr gut, sehr gut,
Ich
sehr
höre
gut.
dich.
Sehr
Die machen
schön.
einen richtig geilen Kick-Ass Rock'n'Roll Sound und das sind eher dieser You Can Kill My Rock'n'Roll, eher so der Ausnahmesong. Also die sind normal richtig,
Ja,
war jetzt mal dirty, ja, also die meisten Songs.
also
Und
Hardcore Superstar ist sowieso eine
eine
Mega-Band.
geile Liveband. Ich habe die schon 5-mal live gesehen. Zuletzt in München im November mit Wednesday 13 zusammen. Genial, also wirklich genial. Das erste Mal 2008. Müsst ihr euch vorstellen, 2008 auf dem Summer Breeze und dann danach, ich habe die Band ja 2005 kennengelernt, 2008 auf Summer Breeze gesehen, da waren ja 20.000 Leute oder was sind da? 30.000 Leute?
Ja, 25 passt schon, ne?
Ja, und dann da haben sie nachmittags gespielt und dann habe ich sie im gleichen Jahr, müsst ihr euch vorstellen, in München, in 59 to 1. Der Club ist so klein, da gehen allerhöchstens 150 Leute rein. Und da haben die gespielt mit Crash Diet zusammen. Da war noch Crash Diet mit dem Originalsänger. Das war also unbeschreiblich, weil ich habe die quasi ein paar Monate davor auf dem Summer Breeze gesehen, vor zigtausenden von Leuten auf einer riesen Bühne. Und auf
Krass.
einmal stehe ich da im Wohnzimmer und ich stehe direkt vor dem Jockey. Weißt du, und dachte, krass, das war so mega. Und das war die Geschichte, wo ich dir erzählt habe. Das war kurz direkt nach der Scheidung quasi. Und bin dahin. Und dann bin ich dahin gelaufen in München und habe da lauter Leute gesehen. Also ich war ja damals 42, ja. 2008 war ich 42. Lauf dahin und da stehen da lauter Leute mit tupierte Haare in Leggings.
Aber
Was
es-
geht?
es
Was
war
geht, hey?
für dich
Back
aber
to the
wie-
80s. Bin gerade bei Doc Brown eingestiegen, da habe ich da hingeschippert.
es war
Hammer.
für dich aber wie eine Initialzündung in
Voll.
ein neues
Vollgas.
Leben eigentlich so,
Ja,
ne?
ja. Jetzt kommt ja überhaupt der Gag. Ich habe gedacht, das Leben ist zu Ende nach der Scheidung. Also
Ja, genau.
Trennung, Kinder
War
sind
alles
weg.
down.
Und jetzt kam ja aber jetzt kommt aber der Gag, Freunde. Alles, was danach passiert ist, natürlich habe ich ich habe so ein Jahr, 1,5 Jahre habe ich gebraucht, weil ich total down war und Selbstwertgefühl am Boden war. Aber jetzt kommt das Geile. Die Zeit dann, wo ich mich wieder aufgerappelt habe und danach ist die geilste Zeit bis heute, bis zum jetzigen Tag. Die geilste Zeit ever.
War 1000-fach besser.
Ja, unfassbar geil.
Und am ersten
Also
Tag
alles.
danach, am ersten Tag danach denkt man, es ist 1000-fach schlimmer als alles andere.
Ja,
Und dann dreht sich's um. Das ist krass, oder?
ja.
Also man denkt
Total,
zuerst, alles ist vorbei und dann,
faszinierend, faszinierend. Also man darf, das ist auch wirklich
never give up. Hm.
inspirierend, weil man darf nie aufgeben. Also ich habe dann auch, wie soll ich sagen, ich habe dann auch keine Frau mehr gesucht oder einen Partner gesucht. Ich habe einfach gelebt, sowas, was halt so gearbeitet, gelebt, was so passiert ist und habe nichts gesucht. Und die Liebe hat mich dann von alleine wieder gefunden quasi.
Mhm.
Ja, also man darf das nicht mit Gewalt wollen, sondern einfach fließen lassen.
Also Vertrauen, Universe, Vertrauen.
Vertrauen aufs Trust the Universe, genau.
Mhm.
Und bei dir ist es natürlich anders. Du bist jetzt, wie lange bist du jetzt Single?
200 Jahre?
200 Jahre, geil. Dein Mikro ist wieder aus, Andrew. Also du kannst ja Mimik machen. Also du musst jetzt quasi so machen. Nix. Geil. Ich spiele jetzt einfach den nächsten Ghost-Song und du probierst doch mal an. oder? Du hast dich gemutet. Dein Mikro zeigt.
Jetzt geht's, oder?
Jetzt geht's, ja.
Leute, was jetzt kommt, ist natürlich sehr special, weil ich finde, das ist der beste Songwriter unserer heutigen Zeit. Ohne Scheiß.
Der ist schon krass. Ja.
Das ist Tobias Forge. Du kannst ihn auch
Ghost.
Papa nennen. In welcher Form auch immer. Also Papa Ghost und natürlich der neue Song Lacrima. Der
Das ist
Refrain.
nicht witzig.
Boah,
Lacrimas Profundere war ja heute hier.
genau. Passt eigentlich zum Thema.
Ja, voll. Also viel Spaß mit Ghost. Kann man einfach nur sagen, die Musik muss man einfach nur genießen. Fertig.
Ja.
Ja. Viel Spaß damit.
Yeah. Okay, wir wissen nicht, ob wir jetzt hier rausgeflogen sind wegen
Nee, wir haben nur einen Zuschauer. Einer startet.
Act natürlich, aber keine Ahnung. Wir machen weiter, weil
Bei mir läuft's noch. Bei mir läuft's noch auf dem Handy.
wir laufen natürlich, aber wir sehen im Moment nur einen Zuschauer und das ist natürlich sehr suspekt, weil ich glaube, dass vorher mehr da waren, aber wie dem auch sei.
Nee.
Ghost,
Sehen,
göttlich,
läuft ganz normal. Guck mal.
genau.
Oh.
Das läuft normal. Wo seid ihr denn hin? Wo seid ihr denn hin?
Es sind alle ohnmächtig geworden bei dem geilen
Susi,
Sound.
also ist der eine Zuschauer ist auf jeden Fall Mariola, oder? Aber wer ist noch da? Leute, wir brauchen euch.
Ich wollte einfach sagen,
Wir machen weiter.
ich spiele einfach noch
ein Bandname, den ich noch nie gehört habe. Ehrlich gesagt.
als nächstes.
Ja.
Und den habe ich ausgewählt, weil ich gedacht habe, wenn der Julian kommt, brauche ich auch was Gothic Dark Rock-lastiges.
Ja, geil. Sehr
Ja,
gut.
und deswegen habe ich mich für die Band entschieden, aber nachdem ich angehört habe, habe mich ein bisschen an die alten Sisters of Mercy erinnert. Ich dachte, es passt ganz gut. Terminal Gods, haben wir es einfach ein Electric Eyes. Viel Spaß damit.
Ja.
Mainstream chaos
Terminal Gods. Ich fand's mega cool.
Oh. Voll geil. Ja.
Mhm. Leute, wir kommen zum Schluss.
Genau. Ich weiß auch nicht, eventuell sind wir doch geblockt, weil im Moment wird uns nicht viel angezeigt hier an Zuschauern. Aber wie
Kann nicht sein, weil wir sind ja online. Ich sehe uns hier auf dem Handy.
Manche gucken ja erst Samstagabend zu. Von daher unser nächstes Programm nochmal kurz eingeblendet. Ne, in nächster Zeit. Wird sehr spannend, sehr cool. Das war ein geiler Talk, wie immer, mit Julian. Also, man konnte natürlich nicht viel übersetzen auf Deutsch, aber es war trotzdem sehr geil. Ich hoffe, man konnte so einigermaßen verstehen und sorry wegen der technischen Probleme, aber das gibt es halt manchmal so. Kann man nicht berechnen.
Gibt es auf der Bühne auch? Gibt es
Genau.
auf der Bühne auch eine Band spielt?
Ja. Was hast du denn noch als letzten Song jetzt so, bevor wir unsere 3 Rausschmeißer spielen?
Passt mega, The Lazy's Nothing But Trouble. Richtig geiler
Ich würd
Aufsteller.
Ich würde sagen,
Invasion.
wir machen dann jetzt 4 Rausschmeißer.
Genau.
Glorious wird
Genau.
der erste von 4 Rausschmeißern sozusagen und einfach nur noch geile Musik und wir freuen uns natürlich, euch irgendwo live zu sehen in nächster Zeit.
Genau.
Also danke fürs Reinschalten. Nächste Woche wieder Freitag 19 Uhr, ne? Und Samstag auf YouTube. Danke.
Schönes Wochenende. Rock'n'Roll. Nothing but trouble.
You're a hurricane, a story to tell. The roar of a lion, looking to raise hell. Yeah! You're a dangerous mind, hotter than heat. A burning desire, you are lightning on the beat. You're a raging bull. now.